17:38. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Sent your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced her to my stove. Showed her how to whip and now she remix it for love.
Slang when you notice the stripes, the dirt in your fries. Hope it's right when you die. Old and bony.
And like it hard with my baby, baby. I just left the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And like it hard with my baby, baby. I'll be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby, yeah.
Jumping off the porch like mom's not home. Tell me why the best things feel so wrong. Summer nights, love them how they take so long. Run with the feeling of being alive while we're still young.
Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. Ain't it good? But yeah, all alone. Only wanna be the one that I call baby. Concussion, big boys and boys. Shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say just the way you are. Make up your excuse, not a stupid reason. Yeah, to stop the world, just to stop the feeling.
Who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando?
Alors on danse. Alors on danse. Alors on danse. Alors on danse. Alors on danse.
Don't get me started, love. I've had too much drink, had too much time to think. So leave me alone.
One kiss is all it takes. Fall in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Fall in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need.
To all the bitch assholes that hate me the most, oh yeah, I hate you too. To all the bum ass thugs that just wanna talk shit, I hate you too. To all the high class ass that's too hot too fast, oh yeah, I hate you too. Hey. Doses and mimosas, champagne, gang,
Iggy Papa, keep your girl hit in my Tommy boxes. But put it out, she a silly hoe, cause she know the Frankenstein getting pretty dope. She don't get nothing from my nigga though. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios.
That when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and around thinking your face
gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall.
Can't help myself, I count the stars. Wanna way out to be
Get down on it, come on in. Get down on it, you really want it. Get down on it, you gotta feel it.
We gon' fuck up the night. Black lights, spaceships fly. We're gonna fuck up the night. Fuck up the night. Baby, you can fuck up the night. We gon' fuck up the night.
It's always darkest before the dawn. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, oh. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, oh. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake it up.
We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Whoa, living on a prayer.
Like a man dick?
Yeah, like a man dick.
Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get up? Come here, rude boy, boy, you should dig enough. Take it, baby, baby, take it, love it. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get up? Come here, rude boy, boy, you should dig enough. Take it, baby, take it, love it. Tonight I'ma let you be a captain. Tonight I'ma let you be a thing, yeah. Tonight I'ma let you be a rider. Giddy up, baby. Tonight I'ma let you be fire. Tonight I'ma let you take me higher. Tonight, baby, we can get it on, yeah. We can get it on, yeah.
All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. The night will go on, my little
Say my
witch.
name, darling, I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize, truly cry.
Just come outside for the night. Yeah. Take your time, get your life. Yeah. Dirty I
don't wanna feel how I did last night. I don't wanna feel how I did last night. Anything please, have mercy on me. Take this pain away. Yours, give me my symptoms, I don't wanna feel.
Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam. Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam.
369 girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man he a joke. So you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1 girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance, he's done. So they move on, get the man gone. Now can I get a Coke with my rum?
Look at the stars, look how they shine for
one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself, God. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you
are a cinema. I could watch you forever. Action, thriller. I could watch you forever. You are a cinema, a Hollywood treasure. Love you, this is who you are. A cinema.
these beautiful things that I've got, please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
All right, traders, ladies and gentlemen, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Getting ourselves ready to go on this absolutely insane Thursday morning. Oh, traders, I am coming off my biggest day. I'm coming off my biggest day in, I can't even tell you, maybe a year and a half. Yesterday, for anyone who does not know, I was able to make over $10,000. You might say, what, on the prop firm? No, guys, in real money. my retirement fund was able to, again, produce over $10,000 yesterday from all the stocks that I were able to buy 2 days ago. 2 days ago, guys, I was able to get in on my plays. I got in on everything when the S&P 500 was in the low 590s. And yesterday, we just had the biggest day that we have seen since 2008. Yesterday was the biggest spiking day in the last about 20 years. How insane is that? Actually, 23 years. 23 years have gone by and we did not see a day as big as yesterday. That is absolutely nuts to be thinking about. Traders, I wanted every single person. I mean, that's what this is what these streams are all about. Now, guys, I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted more. I wanted the markets to go down to 460. I wanted the markets to fall down there, but I wanted to jump in because, as I said, if I missed out on yesterday, if I missed out on seeing the market go from $615 all the way on down towards $480 and I didn't buy anything, I would have been so upset with myself. I would have said, guys, I mean, the market fell $120 and we didn't get in on anything. We didn't get in on anything whatsoever. So that's why, again, I said, no matter what, we're sub 500. I'm putting half my retirement account, half my entire retirement account over into the markets right now. I have to. And the reason why I had to do it is even though I wanted 460 to put the other half in, I wanted to at least get a massive position in, a good chunk of change, and to say, hey, if this thing does spike on up, if this thing does start going crazy, if this thing does start going nuts, I am not missing out. So sometimes it just comes on down to putting in some sort of opportunity, some sort of trade so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. I posted this last night, of course, if you guys didn't see it as well, just a little skim it, of everything going on in the markets at this time. So if you guys did not see this, we'll watch it for about a minute here. But this is what came out yesterday.
Nasdaq is up 10% today. Big Daddy D.
A very enthusiastic reaction, as you can see from investors.
Wall Street surged today. The Dow Jones rose about 3,000 points.
So I am definitely entering right now on all of these positions, showing every single person. What's the date right now if we ever want to kind of come back to the archives? Monday, April 7th of 2025. Monday, April 7th of 2025. This is when Sean Dekmar is entering these positions for his, again, retirement.
Shit, the Nasdaq.
So guys, always just want to put the proof out there as well. If you guys have been watching me for the last 2 days, Monday, April 7th, that was again 3 days ago, I was buying in on the lowest day possible. Lower day possible all the way back on down. And I really hope, again, you guys are able to get some sort of action as well over on these plays. But let's break it on down here, team. What in the world? What in the world happened? What in the world did we see? So let's go through this here, traders. Okay, we're going to break this. We're going to start at the bottom here and work our way on up. So it says the biggest day since 2008. It says the Dow surges 2,900 points. The S&P 500 posts its biggest gain since 2008 on Trump tariff reversal. Okay, insane. So if you guys were not here yesterday, the SPY actually went from 490 and spiked up to 550. I've never seen the S&P 500 spike $50 in a day. $50, traders. Look how big this candle is. Look how big this green candle is compared to every other candle on the chart, right? This candle is making up like 2 to 3 months of dropping, right? Or even climbing. Like we'll have small little days. This one is like 2 to 3 months in one day. That's what's so insane about this play. That's what's so insane about this move. So we can see how big this spike is. So what are the key points right here? Number one, massive rally. The S&P 500 surged 9.5%. Its third best day since World War II. The Dow Jones jumped nearly 3,000 points. The Nasdaq soared 12.2%, erasing much of the week's prior losses. Trump tariff pause. President Trump announced a 90-day pause on most tariffs except for China, reversing earlier sweeping tariffs imposed on April 2nd, calming fears. China exception. Tariffs on China increased to 125% from 104%, intensifying the U.S.-China trade tensions, while other countries' tariffs were paused for a 10% baseline. Investor relief. The pause eased concerns over the supply chain disruption and recession risks, boosting confidence after a 19% S&P 500 from its February peak. Tech leads gains. Tech stocks like Apple, Nvidia, and Tesla rose 10 to 20%, driving the rally as paused tariffs spared global to supply chains critical to the sector. Market context. The surge followed the days of volatility triggered by initial tariffs and retaliation. So traders, this is what we have here. Tariff rate effective of April 9th. As you guys can see, most of them are going to be paused. Paused as of April 9th, and they are all going to be paused, guys, for the next 90 days. The only one that's not paused is China. China is not paused whatsoever, okay? So here's a little chart that kind of goes over all of that. So really the easy breakdown, I'm not going to read the detailed breakdown right now, but the easy breakdown is the stock market surged because President Trump announced a 90-day pause on most tariffs, easing trade war fears and boosting investor confidence through tariffs on China were increased. So basically, guys, just a little heads on up, that's what we had. But really, what it came down to yesterday is the Mag 7 recovers. Some of the best dip buys in years. If you were one of the investors who took advantage of the markets being down over 20% earlier this week, you were just rewarded with one of the biggest returns ever in the stock market. In the matter of one day, the Dow gained 2,962 points, the Nasdaq gained 1,857 points, and the SPY gained 474 points. Yesterday, guys, was my biggest one-day return in this whole entire year. So, let's take a look. Apple yesterday gained 15.3%. Apple yesterday went from 170 up to 200. Microsoft yesterday went from 350 to 390. Tesla yesterday went from 220 up towards around 270. Nvidia yesterday went from around $95 to $112. Amazon yesterday went from 170 to 192. Google yesterday went from 145 to 160. And Meta went from 500 to 587. So every single play went absolutely bananas yesterday, having the biggest day since World War II and the top 3 biggest days ever in history. How insane is that, ladies and gentlemen? How crazy is that to think about? How nuts is that type of move? To be able to see that big of action, to be able to see that big of hype, to be able to see that big of momentum. I mean, it's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. And now at this time, we do have the S&P 500 having a little bit of a pullback, which is okay, right? We just spiked $50. We just had the biggest day in the top 3. You know, right now we are having a little bit of a pullback. If we want to take a look at it, It says Trump tariffs, world breathes sigh of relief after a White House reprieve. European Union pauses countermeasures. Roller coaster week for global bonds continue as Trump puts sparks of reversals. Trump walked back into his tariff rollout, but the damage is already done. Dow drops 500 points with stocks set to give back some at a historic turnaround. So basically, guys, what are we talking about here? I mean, the S&P 500 has been moving like an absolute roller coaster, hasn't it? The S&P 500 has been absolutely insane with how hard it's been dropping, with how hard it's been spiking, with the big moves that we have at this time. It has been just nothing short of absolutely nuts. It's been absolutely nuts. It's been absolutely crazy. It's been absolutely wild in every single sense, in every single way. The S&P 500 is just absolutely ridiculous, right? So, what we have at this moment, and again, shout out to everyone making some money. I'm taking a look over on YouTube. Edwin, Deck, feels good. We were part of that dip buy. I just made $1,000. Awesome. Snookeroo, Deck, congrats on your longs. Thank you so much. Congrats to everyone that got in on anywhere sub 500. I mean, even if you guys got in at 501, 502, I mean, that's amazing. But if you guys got in at 480, if you guys got in at 490, the SPY is at 535 right now. You essentially just made an entire month and a half of gains in one day. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, everyone here. Making that money, making that profit. And if you guys, again, love that alert, if you guys love what we have right here, everyone smash that thumbs on up over on YouTube right now. I appreciate you guys, and let's get after it. You know what's actually really funny? Is I actually called the drop on February 10th. February 10th, I said the S&P 500 was going to have its biggest drop of the year. Now, I say that with a little bit of a joke. Now, why do I say that? Because someone actually retweeted this today, and I actually forgot about it. So everyone check this on out. This is actually really funny. It says, this guy predicted the stock market crash on February 10th. Now, the team, it's very weird, and we're going to watch this. But it says, the Eagles winning last night's Super Bowl could crash the stock market. It's a very odd coincidence that every single time a Philadelphia sports team has won a championship, it is one of the worst years of the stock market. So, please, 2025, break the trend. I posted this after the Super Bowl. And again, look at what people are saying. Deck, this is a stupid post. Ugh, I hate this. Why is this not getting more reposts? Basically, again, people didn't like this. They said, oh, it's a dumb post. Traders, listen in on this. It's just a fun little coincidence. But you know what? The coincidence stays up. The coincidence is staying true. What did we just have here? The Super Bowl could be the worst thing possible for the stock market. You might say, what'd you just say? And yes, I will repeat. The Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl could crash the stock market. And you might say, Deck, how are those two correlated in any sort of way? Well, check this on out. Every single time a Philadelphia sports team has won a championship, the stock market has had one of its worst years to date. Take a look at the stats. In 1910, we saw the Philadelphia Athletics win the World Series. There was a 25% bear market. In 1911, the panic of 1910 and 11, all 12 months, we were in a recession. In 1930, another recession, eve of World War I. In 1929, the crash of 1929. In 1930, the Great Depression. These were all years that the Philadelphia Athletics won the World Series. Then we also saw the Phillies win the World Series in 1980. Double dip recession of the 1980s, and in 2008, the Phillies won the World Series, which was the great financial crisis, the great recession as we know of 2008. Then the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2018, and it was the worst year for stocks since 2008, the Great Recession. And now the Eagles have just won the Super Bowl in 2025, and to be honest with you guys, I am shitting bricks. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Traders. The Eagles. This is why, hey, guys, for everyone that's throwing out, oh, the stock market's falling because of tariffs. Oh, the stock market's falling because of Trump. The stock market is falling because the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Guys, let's all blame Saquon Barkley. Let's all blame Jalen Hurts. Let's again go down to the Lincoln Financial Stadium with some picket signs right now, and let's make sure we storm the Lincoln Financial Field. With little picket signs. And let's again say, we don't want you winning Super Bowls anymore because it crashes the stock market. We can't allow it to happen anymore. We can't allow the Eagles to keep on winning. Okay? That's the true reason why the stock market has fallen. It's from the Eagles. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We are keeping our eyes peeled to see what we get. We are going to see what's going to be coming on up here. Watching and waiting for that next spike. Watching and waiting for that next rip and run. So again, WHLR has been absolutely insane. We also do have a little bit of a talk over on WHLR. It says WHLR under 1 million float is up 133%. WHLR is your #1 top gainer in pre-market. There has been a common theme over the last week in the microcap world. The lower the float, the bigger the spike you will have in pre-market, regardless if there is news/filings or not. Monday, JNVR, less than 1 million float. Traders, let's just take a look right here. JNVR on Monday. This play went insane. JNVR on Monday, stock spiked $50. Tuesday, NAOV went all the way from $3 to $15. Wednesday, VERO. VERO went from $3 all the way up to $15. Now Thursday, WHLR. Not many of these plays. I think JNVR did. JNVR had news, but it's all less than 1 million float, less than 1 million float, less than 1 million float, and WHLR is less than 1 million float. Traders are looking for hype plays rather than credible plays. While these can make you money, you just need to understand that most of these are simply just pump plays, which will give back the majority of their gains. So the WHLR, if you guys want to take a look at the scanner here, this is the #1 top gainer of the day. So the #1 top gainer of the day is WHLR. It's the best play so far. But at the same time, the stock does not have any credibility. This stock is simply moving up because of why? Because this play right here and right now, WHLR is trying to grind, trying to slowly move on up, trying to get itself on up here. And it's just because WHLR traders is a low float. Low float, right? WHLR, low float. Blueprints, Deck, you should be thanking the Eagles for the dip buying opportunities you have. Eagles for life. Okay. Maybe we should do that too. Maybe we don't storm just because we got a great dip buy. All right, I agree with you. I agree with you there. I like it. I like what we're thinking here. So right now, traders, we are going to sit back, stay smart, stay alert, and stay ready. Little side note, as you guys know, right? What do you guys know at this time? Well, we are getting ourselves prepared for, again, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Black Friday sale. Everything is 50% off starting Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Every single membership is 50% off. So again, make sure you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. We're having lifetime memberships, $1,700 off. We are seeing absolutely everything at the lowest prices they are going to be. So again, get ready for Black Friday and spring right around the corner. Traders, let's see again if we get any sort of hot news at 7:30. PTN says it's going to present positive phase 2 data. Not that have positive phase 2 data right now, but are going to present positive phase 2 data. QNTM, a quantum play known for spiking, does have a partnership with the Asian American Trade Association. So QNTM, we can keep our eyes peeled on that, see if that one goes on up over on that play. 710 Colombiano, Deck, how much are you up on your 60K investment? I'm up over a little $10,000. So a little over $10,000 in the last 2 days over on my investment that I made. Hey, great start to my retirement. Put my money in and already, boom, just like that, I'm up over 10 grand. So hey, if this is how the retirement counts goes, if this is how the retirement account keeps going, we'll retire by the age of 40. So let's see what we have here. We got positive safety review over on KTTA. KTTA kind of little spike, little dump, little spike, little dump, little spike, little dump. Right? So we're going to keep our eyes peeled on this and see what we can get. See what happens. Very, very, very excited to see what comes on up here today. Very excited to see what we get all around. Today's also a legendary day, as you guys know. Legendary day. This is, to be frank with you, I think I enjoy this day more than the Super Bowl. Today's the first day of the Masters. Welcome to one of the most prestigious events in sports history. Welcome to a place where men become champions, champions become legends, and to be able to feel the silk, the smooth polyester of that green jacket hitting your shoulder blades. Oh. Talk about how good I would look in a green jacket, guys. Let's just take a second here. Everyone close your eyes and just imagine How good would I look inside a green jacket after shooting 12 under at Augusta, Georgia? Oh, beautiful. Again, tulips in the background. Just again got a hole-in-one on hole 16. That's my future wife will run over and give me a kiss. My little daughter, she's gonna run on over. I'll pick her up on the 18th green and spin her around as cameras are flickering. A memory we'll have for life. Makes me wanna burn this whole entire place down right now. Makes me just, come on! Let's hit the putting green, guys. Come on, let's practice. Come on, let's get out, Claire. Let's go play 18 holes. Whew. Day one, guys. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Watching to see what's going to be coming on up here on this day. We're looking for a little bit of action. We're looking for a little bit of hype. We're trying to get ourselves going on this day. I thought he was drinking vodka. What do you think I am? You think I'm an absolute psychopath? It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm drinking Essentia water. Some of the most powerful water molecules you can get stored in a plastic bottle. Today's sponsor of the live stream is Essentia water. Essentia water is the only water that hydrates me. Every single day I wake up drinking Essentia. I go to sleep drinking Essentia. I shower drinking Essentia. If you're not drinking Essentia, then get the heck out of here. Go ahead and use code Dekmar20 for 20% off on your next Essentia order. Thank you, guys. If you want to sponsor the live stream, we'd love to. It costs about $10,000 per live stream. We'd love to be able to be affordable and be able to sponsor every single person that wants to be sponsored. All right, traders, let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can have. Let's see what's going to be coming on up. WHLR, we're going to be watching this one. RSLS, KTTA. KTTA is getting a little bit of hype. KTTA came out with a press release at 7:02 a.m. It says KTTA right here, Positive Safety Review Committee goes on ongoing phase 1 clinical trials and advanced cancer. So the thing is, KTTA, a play we definitely want to be watching, play we definitely want to be aware of. KTTA, we want to see if the stock could squeeze and get a little bit of a pop. It does have a credible press release, does have some news behind it, so I do want to post that for everyone. 33 minutes ago, KTTA. Also, we do have in the next hour, don't we have, yeah, we have CPI data. CPI data in the next hour, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, could things start heating up a little bit? Could we start seeing a little bit more hype? Could we start seeing a little bit of momentum? Could we start seeing a little bit of a breakout? Could we start seeing a little bit more action? So again, I think that's probably the next major move. The next major move is going to be coming on out in 1 hour when we do start having that CPI data. CPI data, that's going to tell us where inflation's at. Now, if inflation is bad, we can start seeing this market turn back on down. If inflation is bad, we can definitely start seeing some weakness once again. If inflation is bad, we could see this market drop probably back on down towards around the 520s. So please note, guys, right here and right now, that again, inflation, the CPI data is definitely going to play a toll on this market. Okay? Let's see here. But that is going to be a major, major concern coming on up on this day here. Right now, we're kind of just waiting to see where is the big volume going to go to. I would love to be able to jump in on a hot press release this morning. I would love to be able to jump in on a little bit of momentum. I would love to be able to jump in on something that's kind of a low float runner. If we can get like a low float runner going right now, team, and we can pull the trigger on the small account, that's what I want right now, right? All right, traders. At this time, let's see what's the lowest float play. Really, WHLR is the only low float stock we have at this time. WHLR, only low float stock we have at this moment. Obviously, I want to see where this play is going to be taking us next. Is WHLR going to be able to bring in that hype? Is WHLR going to get that next leg? We know that we've seen a lot of plays. We've seen a lot of stocks. We've seen a lot of opportunities. Guys, JNVR still has potential. It really does. JNVR went from the price of $4, spiked up to $50, went from $50 back down to $27. Right now, traders, the break probably back above 30 bucks is where, again, JNVR would start getting a little bit more hype again. That's what we need to look for. You know, JNVR does have this awesome mid-candle breakout setup. JNVR has opportunity to start squeezing and spiking back up towards the upside. But right now at this moment, we don't need anything on JNVR. Let's just run through all of these plays here. Let's go back into a larger time frame, 5 minutes. WHLR, guys. If you want to trade WHLR, it is slow and steady. Hold the uptrend. Stock is doing absolutely perfect at this moment. This is a stock that we just want to see continuously hold its gains. Bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. As long as it continues to hold that uptrend, stock is still considered in play. If it goes underneath this uptrend, that's where weakness is going to be taking on off. If we can break through that $6 mark, that's where we'll have hype. That's where we'll have momentum. RSLS right here, starting to fade on down a little bit. KTTA, not too much there. HFYM, starting to fade a little bit. GNFT, not anything there. So again, a lot of these plays, guys, not only are they larger floats, they're not doing anything. We don't want to trade a 35 million in float stock, 41 million float stock, 37 million float stock. Those aren't even going to be on our watch list. RSLS, we don't really even want to trade 12 million in float stock. We know the hottest stocks every day have been sub 1 million, WHLR, 2 million, KTTA, and ALBT. Guys, ALBT, I don't think there's any reason behind ALBT, but you know what? Maybe it starts spiking if it starts breaking $5. Let's go lower in the list here. Is there anything like AREB? Guys, AREB, this one's starting to come back on down a good chunk of change. AREB, this was actually a top gainer a few days ago. So if you guys take a look over on AREB, stock actually went from $1.90 and spiked up to $20. Guys, this could actually be a great dip buy today, right? When we take a look over on AREB, take a look at what we currently have and what we're currently seeing. So this is AREB, okay? This is a play that I would not be shocked in any way if we start having a dip buy. So let's actually just take a look at this right here and right now all together. If you take a look at AREB, this goes back to April 4th. April 4th, the stock went from $4 and spiked all the way up to $20. Its peak was all the way up towards around 23. But as you guys can see, it's definitely been forming a clear-cut downtrend. Every time it gets around this downtrend, not going to be perfect, but every time it gets around this purple downtrend, we have hit and been rejected. And we have hit and we have been rejected and hit and been rejected and hit and been rejected. I'm even going to draw this out just to make it more clear because I don't want anyone saying, I don't really understand it too much. Very simple, but just to make it even clearer for every single trader here, we hit this line. Let's put it into a circle. So what we have right here is, let's put it in the red. We hit this line, we've been rejected. We want to slightly above it, but we hit the line, been rejected. Hit the line, been rejected. Right underneath the line, been rejected. Right underneath the line, been rejected. Hit the line, been rejected. Hit the line, been rejected. We have now been falling over on AREB from around the price of $21 to now $6, and we have not seen a good consistent pop. Now, if we break this line with actual good buying volume, with actual good hype, with actual good momentum, we could easily see AREB start squeezing its way back on up. I would definitely say keep your eyes peeled over on AREB as the stock has potential to be able to work itself back on up. Let me go ahead and throw this over into chat for you right now. JNVR deck just had a little news. We'll take a look at it, see if the stock's so not doing too much yet, but that's definitely a back burner play. I really appreciate it. AREB. So I am going to be watching for that bounce today. It's a low float stock. It's already on the top gainer board here today. If this one starts getting a little bit of hype, if this one starts getting a little bit of momentum, AREB easily could go on a little bit of a squeeze, start squeezing, start popping, and start making us some money. So I do like AREB just because it's a low float stock and it has been falling from $20. If you go from $20 all the way down to $6, guess what? People might say, hey, this one definitely has potential to start squeezing its way back on up. So AREB, I would say keep your eyes peeled on that. If that one starts getting back above even like 650, that one could squeeze and start getting a little bit of that hype all the way back on up. Right now, guys, we do have OSTX. OSTX does have the word potential, which I don't like, but it might get some hype today if it's a low float stock. Guys, take a look right now. OSTX trying to get a little bit of momentum right off the rip here. So OSTX, what's the float over on this play right now over on OSTX? It does have the word potential behind it, which does sometimes hurt the press release, but at the same time, it is a, what I believe, lower float stock. Did just come out with news at 742. Let's see what we have here. OSTX float 13 million. I think that's a little bit too big in float for us today, guys. OSTX 13 million. Did just come out with potential good positive data. Potential opportunity on this data. I would say if you like it, go after it. I am not going to do it. I want to stick with, again, the lowest of the low floats. But I would say OSTX definitely has potential here. As again, it has the word phase one or positive data, but the word potential is one of those words we dislike. We dislike the word potential. And the reason why we dislike the word potential is because you could put the word potential in front of anything. You say, hey, we have positive data that could potentially help. Okay, so like, what does that mean? Hey guys, I could potentially start $1 million yoga business today. I'm not lying. I potentially could. I potentially could build a rocket ship out of peanut butter. I could put out that press release. I potentially could. So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of the word potential. Sometimes, again, that does kind of kill off a little bit of hype, or it doesn't like bring in the amount of hype that you probably want. Doesn't bring in the amount of action that you like. So right now, team OSTX, BCLI just came out with some news deck. Take a look at it. BCLI gone from $1 up to $11. WGRX trying to get a little bit of momentum right here. No, not too much there. So guys, really the big thing that we are waiting for, the big thing we are watching for is going to be at 8:30 today. We do have CPI data coming on out. CPI data that's going to wake up the market, that's going to get everyone going, and that's going to get traders excited. So right now at this time, team, I think the best thing for us to do is let's get ready to rock and roll. But again, take about a 10-minute breather and get ready for 8 a.m. Okay? Take a 10-minute breather, get ready for 8 a.m., and let's see what we get coming on up on this day. All right? Traders, it's 7:44 right now. We're all set on up. We're all caught on up. There's nothing that's spiking. We've gone over the S&P 500, but every trader right now is waiting for CPI data at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay? Stay alert. Stay fired up. Stay ready, and let's get ourselves excited for an absolutely awesome day ahead. Get ready to go. Get ready to make this money. Get ready to profit. All right? I'll see you guys back here in a little bit, 15 minutes. We'll kick off 8 a.m. and look to trade the small account challenge. Okay? 15 minutes. Let's get ready to go.
Kill her.
My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl.
For our fourth birthday, we were together running to the surface.
Talk to it, spit on that thing.
Hold on, start messing with our
slow down, grab the wall. Wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off. Had to think I wanna smash them on out. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal now. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Slow down, grab the wall. Wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off. Had to think I wanna smash them on out. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal now. Slow down, grab the wall. Wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off.
Ice cold, Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, so pretty. Let this be our little secret, no one needs to know we're feeling higher and higher and higher, higher and higher and higher. We're feeling love, we're feeling it in me, up and up, we keep on climbing. Break it down. Girls hit you hallelujah. Girls hit you hallelujah. Girls hit you hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Ha, sicker than your average. Pop a twist, cabbage on French steak. Niggas don't think shit stink. Pink gators, my Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. That's dead right. If the head right, Biggie there, head night. Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls walk to us, wanna do us, screw us. Who us? Yeah, Papa and Pump. Close like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3. Bang every MC easily. Recently, niggas frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace, keep my peace. Cubans with the pieces, peace with my peace.
If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me?
Been there, done that, messed around. I'm having fun, don't put me down. I'll never let you sweep me off my feet. I won't let you in again. The messages I've tried to send, my information's just not going in.
'Cause I'm as free as a bird now. And this bird you cannot change.
This time, baby, I'll be 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 I got my red dress on tonight, dancing in the dark in the pale moonlight. Done my hair up real big, beauty queen style, high heels off, I'm feeling alive.
Let's make this happen, girl. We're gonna show the world it's something you can work and it can work for you, and you know you will. Let's get this started, girl. We're moving up, it's been a lot to change, but you will always get what you want.
I got that summertime sadness. Summertime sadness.
Let's make this happen, girl. We're gonna show the world it's something you can work and it can work for you, and you know you will.
Shut up about the sun!
Chilling in the sun, looking out for number one. California, here we come, right back where we started from. California.
Yo, sexy ladies want war with us. In the car with us, them not war with us. In the club, them want flex with us. To get next with us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond, I ignite my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on.
And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on.
Yo, shake that thing, miss. Kinda shake that thing, yo. Annabella, shake that thing, miss. Kinda shake that thing, yo. Annabella, shake that thing, miss.
And I need you now tonight.
Shake that thing.
And I need you more than ever.
Can you feel it now? On this earth. And I feel it now. Do make me shiver. And I feel it now.
Hey, she's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a Zen, 13 hours till I land. Having out like a light, like a light, like a light. Slept through the flight. She's in love with who I am.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hit man in a top try, see a man topless, even a stick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap's still running on Christmas Day. Somebody told Doja Cat that I'm trying to indulge in that. In my grey tracksuit, see the bulge in that, see the motion clap when you're throwing it back. These females planning on doing me wrong, so I'm grabbing a drum at the Trojan pack. Post the location after we're gone, can't slip and let them know where we're at.
Come on, baby, just pump it louder, pump it louder, pump it louder, pump it louder. Turn up the radio, flash the stereo.
Oh shit.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Come on, feel the noise. I gotta feel it. Girls, rock your boys. I gotta feel it. Wow, wow.
My go-to order at the bodega was ham and cheese on a roll.
So traders, just a little heads on up for anyone who does not know what we're about to do or what we're about to look at. In the matter of 10 seconds, there is going to be brand new data coming across the news scanner. As we watch this news scanner, we are going to be looking for highlighted keywords. We're going to be looking for highlighted press releases. We're going to be looking for 3-4-star rankings that can help the press release go on a spike. So, at this time, traders, it is 8 a.m. right now. I am looking to get myself involved in a low float spiker and see if we start getting any sort of big strong action or momentum. Right now, let's see what we got. Announces presentation data. No. American Rebel. AREB, guys. AREB just came out with news. Now, AREB, this is one of the stocks that I said watch. I kind of want to go back to it real quick. AREB, this one came on out with, appears on Miami TV. Who cares? Okay, I don't care. Who the heck watches Miami TV? So that's not really a press release that, you know, is going to bring in a lot of hype, I assume, but maybe it could start something. AREB was a stock that I posted the picture of saying, hey, you know what? This one could easily squeeze. So let's see what else we have here, traders. We have a partnership. We do have patent, ALBT. ALBT, guys, has a patent press release trying to get a little bit of momentum. GLMD. GLMD right here. Positive part 1 results. So we have positive part 1 results at this time. I see GLMD. I'm just kind of I'm gonna write out the ones that we could watch. You know, watch GLMD, watch ALBT, antibodies, BCTX. Is that getting anything? BCTX, I would say again, let's just throw it on there. You know, anything that's a low float stock that has a potential to be able to squeeze and spike, let's just at least be aware of it, right? ELAB trying to get a little bit of momentum as well. So again, these are again some stocks I would say, you know, watch. Does have again some 8 a.m. press release waves and definitely could start waking on up and start getting some hype. So I want to make sure that you guys are all set here. Just want to make sure that you guys are all good. ELAB traders had a quick little spike, came right back on down. But these are the ones that are trying to get some quick hype at the bell, or right as this like brand new press release starts. Guys, take a look at AREB, also trying to get a little bit of potential. Now, I like AREB a lot. I literally just posted this picture, you know, 10 minutes ago. And the picture that I posted 10 minutes ago for every single person that just said, watch that possible dip buy and watch that breakout. If AREB has this downtrend and breaks this line, even if it is the CEO appeared on Miami TV. What the heck is Miami TV? What is Miami TV? But I'm just saying, regardless, you guys could see right here, if this stock starts breaking out, we could start seeing a little bit more potential in buying volume. So you definitely want to be watching for that 650 area. See if the stock is going to be able to stay alive and stay well. So AREB, we will be watching that to see if it could start getting some momentum, see if it could start getting some hype. That's one of my back burner plays right now. As of now, the top gainers in the market, though, WHLR, 933,000 in float. Unfortunately, not doing anything right now. KTTA, still, again, 2 million float, not doing too much right now. ENSC, not doing too much, 795,000 float. ALBT, slowly working itself back on up. So there's nothing that's spiking right now. Please note also, traders, just being open, honest, credible, transparent. I am not in anything at this time. I am not in on anything at this time. So, just want to be open, honest, credible, transparent. There's nothing that I'm currently in on, nothing that I'm currently holding, nothing that I'm sitting on saying, hey, everyone, let's go buy this stock and let's go ahead and make this money. Like, there's nothing I'm doing right now at this moment. So I am waiting for the best press releases to come on out. Hey, Dek, I just got Fox Runner. What are your settings? My only settings on Fox Runner right here. Just, it's very simple and very easy. I don't think you need to do any of like price or anything like that, because all we're looking for is the lowest float. So what I do is, again, just go to the additional filter section right here and just go 0 to 17 million. Why 17 million? It's not exact. It's not, I don't know. It's just kind of like my happy medium. I like to look for 17 million and under. I feel like once you kind of get above 20 million, it's too big. Anything under 17 million, like I'm getting 15, 14, 10, 9, 8, 2, 1. So I still got a decent amount of place to still look at. So for me, I do 0 to 17 million. That's what I do with the float. Nothing else I have. Other than that, on Fox Runner, I don't have anything else. The only other thing that I have, other than my float set, is I just have certain keywords that I like. And again, I have also words that I dislike. So the thing is, traders, you know, and a lot of times when like trends develop, I might like look at specific trends. Like, let's just also type in the word like, I don't know, like if we wanted to do tariff, right? Maybe again, tariff is going to lead to spikes or drops. You could put the word tariff right here. We could put tariff in red because we know that's been leading towards a lot of, you know, selling. And we could also put tariffs. Let's just put, you know, Can I type in a man? Let's put this guy right here. That'll be, again, our Trump. So now we bring it on over. Whenever there's the word tariff, we'll see this little man right here. We can imagine that's Trump. And that usually leads to the market, fading on down and falling. So again, all these kind of highlighted keywords. If anything's in red, I know I don't want it right away. So again, like, see the word potential. I don't like the word potential. Maybe, I don't like it. Upcoming, I don't like it. Meeting, I don't like it. Offering, I don't like it. Like, I don't like those type of words. I don't like those type of press releases. But my favorites are positive, breakthrough, groundbreaking, success, top line. So anything that's amazing, I usually have in gold, right? So it's like anything in red, I stay away from, and it's very easy to just kind of like ignore it, right? When you see a red X right here, so I make that the red X emoji. And whenever I see anything in gold, I usually really like it. BAER, that one just got awarded, BAER. Oh, not too much right there. I do still see AREB still trying to creep its way on up. I'm still watching that one closely. But a lot of my keywords, just little heads on up, are just like the phase 3 words that I like the most. And again, phase the 4-star words I like the most as well. But again, when hot trends are happening, change words based off hot trends, so you're always getting the hottest press release right away. That's like the most important thing. The most important thing is, like, if you see quantum computing stocks are hot, just type in the word quantum, make it a certain color, make it a whole bunch of computer emojis, whatever, and whenever, again, they show up, they'll be highlighted for you so you can buy them right away. Some of my biggest profits ever is when a hot trend develops. Oh, NFTs. And I'll go over here and I'll type in the word, right? I'll go over to keywords and I'll type in NFT. And then I'll, make it a bright baby blue. And then I'll just put like a monkey, right? And now if I ever see a monkey, right? And I ever see the bright baby blue, it's because it has the word NFT in it, right? So again, you can really pick some things on out. So for instance, like I have the word agreement right there. Agreement's a good keyword. Whenever you see the word agreement, it's going to be in that baby blue right there. You can scroll on down. There's the word agreement. Agreement highlighted, baby blue, 3-star press release, WGRX spiked 8%. So you can find, again, all these hot press releases. You can get everything sent to you almost immediately. It's important to just have a low float, 0 to 17 million. And then on top of that, get good keywords that are going to lead to spikes. Okay? So I want to make sure you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. KTTA, though, is still the #1 play right now. But as I've said here, traders, a few times, I am still eyeing up AREB in case that one does get that breakout. In case AREB does get that break, in case AREB does get that squeeze and spike, I am eyeing it on up. And I'm telling you that now, I'm not even in on that play. Okay, so I'm not trying to like pump the play or anything like that. I'm not even in on that stock. But I'm just saying, if you start breaking this downtrend, I could start seeing a little buying volume move on in. I will show you again one more time. I'm not even in on this play in any sort of way, so you can literally get in before me if you want to. But I want to wait to see if it could break this line, and then maybe we start squeezing. Break that line, and maybe we start ripping and running. Break that line, and maybe we start getting some action. Elab trying to get a little bit of hype. Yeah, I know. Elab had that quick little spike, came right back on down. So Elab, again, quick little spike, came right back on down towards that play. Quick little rip, and then it started fading. Little side note, guys, though. What's the big thing that's going to wake up the market? The big thing that's going to wake up the market is right here. CPI data in 30 minutes. That was at 7:56 in the morning, so it's really only about 20 minutes right now. It says CPI data in 30 minutes. What are the CPI data expectations? The CPI data consumer price index is expected to rise 0.1% on a monthly basis, and the year-over-year CPI is expected to be 2.6%, according to Morningstar. The core CPI, which excludes food and energy, is expected to rise 0.2% on a monthly basis and 3.0% on a yearly basis. So what we have right here, monthly CPI expected to increase by 0.1%, year over year expected to be 2.6%, core CPI 0.2%, core CPI 3.0%. So traders, as you guys can have right here, you guys do have Thursday, April 10th, which is today, 8:30 a.m., CPI data, CPI data, CPI data. Today, the biggest thing that we are going to have is CPI data, okay? So, very big. That's going to definitely change the markets. If you're wondering, Dek, what's the point of CPI data? The whole point of CPI data is simply enough just going to be, how is inflation doing? Where's inflation at? Could we cut interest rates soon? Are we going to be able to cut interest rates soon or not at all? All right? So, that's what That's what we need to be on top of right now. But that's going to be coming on up here in about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be all set, ready to go on these next possible plays. We are still watching AREB to see if that one is going to squeeze and break that downtrend. If it does squeeze and break the downtrend, I'll be frank with you, probably going to give it a chance. And the reason why I would give that a chance is because I don't think there's going to be many other options for us over on the small account. Unless, again, we do see some random press release come on out at 7:30, or excuse me, 8:30, or maybe we see something at 9 o'clock. But really, what has it been? It has been more of the fact we can go ahead and look to trade in pre-market with low float stocks. And then again, during the day, we've been trading more of the S&P 500. Now, traders, if you guys do not know how to buy and sell in pre-market, that is absolutely crucial. It is crucial, okay? Make sure you head on over, type in Sean Dekmar over on YouTube and type in pre-market. So again, Sean Dekmar pre-market, you guys literally have videos right here. How to trade in pre-market, everything you need to know, okay? So make sure you guys go watch that if you guys have not yet, right? Also, again, how I trade in pre-market, easy answer to trading success. So make sure, again, you guys go watch this as well, all right? There's so much free stuff like I give away, so much free like opportunities out there. So make sure that you guys are watching this. Make sure that you guys are aware of it. You guys don't need to go out and spend $5,000 on a trading course from some random 18-year-old kid you saw on TikTok and leaning on a porch, okay? Guys, that style is out. You don't need to do that anymore. You don't just got to have like a slow video of some kid crossing his arms, shaking his head up and down while leaning on like a, an exotic car and be like, links in the description. Link is in the description. Go check out the link. It's in the description. $4,000 trading course, right? Just go, guys, go to my YouTube, okay? Go to my YouTube. I'll teach you way more. Or again, better yet, be here on tradecaster.com with us every single day. Better yet, be here on tradecaster.com for us. Guys, right now, eLab, not touching eLab for myself. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like KTTA. KTTA, what do we have here? Spike on up, dump on down. Spike on up, dump on down. Spike on up, dump back on down. It seems like it's not like gaining traction. Same exact thing, eLab. Spike on up, dump back on down. Spike on up, dump back on down. Spike on up, dump back on down. It's just like not gaining that traction right here. So eLab is definitely trying. We're going to keep our eyes peeled. We're staying alert. We're staying smart. We're not putting ourselves in any sort of bad position at this time at all. Traders, wait for the clear-cut opportunities. Wait for, again, the opportunities where you guys can be able to make money. Pull the trigger on easy plays. That's, again, one of the biggest things that I want at this moment. To pull the trigger on easy plays. Okay? So when we do that, that's where we're going to be able to make the most cash and be able to make the most, make money where we have confidence. To be frank with you, I have no idea what's going to spike right now. And also, nothing's spiking right now. So there's no play that is going on at this moment that it's like, oh, how are we missing out on this? We're not missing anything. Everyone right now is just, again, sitting on their hands. And that's okay. Sometimes, again, people always think that this is why, traders, this is why it is an awful idea to go ahead and set daily goals. Daily goals is an awful idea. When you say, Dek, I need to make $500 every single day. That is going to induce you to overtrade. That is going to force you to put yourself in on positions that you should not be in on. That's going to put you in on plays and make you hold longer than what you probably should. That's what's going to happen. Over and over and over again. Traders, I do not want you to become that trader. If you want to have goals, which are great, and I think everyone should have a goal, is have weekly goals. Have, again, monthly goals. Have bi-weekly goals. Because you know what I always say? Let me draw this out for you guys right here. What I always say is the stock market is like the weather. Some days are going to be absolutely perfect. Let's imagine Monday. Monday, guess what happens? The stock market is spiking up towards new highs. Penny stocks are going crazy. Everything is going absolutely nuts. It doesn't matter where you look. Everything's moving on up. So guess what? You go ahead and you hit your daily goal and you make $500. Boink. Awesome. Then Tuesday comes around. And Tuesday, you're saying, all right, got to get $500. And Tuesday happens and there's not as much action, but you know what? You're still getting a little bit of ripping and running. You see one big spike, but that's about it. But you got that nice spike. So you hit your $500 target. Then again, Wednesday happens here, guys. Wednesday happens. And you start struggling a little bit. And you start saying to yourself, I don't see anything moving. Like nothing is spiking. Nothing is moving. There's no action anywhere. And you're like, I got to make $500 though. So I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to buy this one. I got to make $500 to keep it going. Guys, why did we just do that? We bought it on this play hoping that something happens. We just turned our trading into gambling. You must understand, some days it is absolutely beautiful out. Some days it is absolutely amazing outside. You know what? The sun is shining. Everything is absolutely great. It's warm and 70. And then there are also some days that are extremely cloudy. And those clouds are going to be bringing some nice, wet rain. And this rain is going to be coming on down. Guess what? If I want to, let's say, go golfing, I want to go golfing on a nice sunny day. Even though I want to become better, I'm not going to go out when it's raining and cold and windy. I'm just going to sit out that day. And you know what? I'll just rest up and wait for the next sunny day. But the thing is, traders, if we want to make $500 every day, do it when it's sunny out. Do it when it's nice out. But there are going to be some days that you just got to sit on your hands. And you're going to say, you know what? It's just not worth it for me. You know what? I'm just going to wait for, again, a better opportunity. And that's why it's nice for you not to just throw away $700. Oh man, I lost $700 because I randomly traded. Okay, well now it's hot again. Let me go ahead and try to make $500 on Thursday. Just sit out on Wednesday if that's the case. So again, I'm not saying today's slow, I'm not saying today's dead, but what I'm saying is I want you guys to realize to pick and choose your opportunities. And it's much better to just stay 100% cash than just to, again, throw away your money just to trade. And I know so many people that do that. So many people, again, say, hey, Dek, Wednesday's my day off. Wednesday is the day that, again, my wife has the kids, I'm off from my work, I get to chill. Wednesday, I want to trade. And unfortunately, sometimes I might say, hey guys, this day's a little slow. And they say, Dek, I can't do that. It's like, give me anything. Give me anything, I'll trade it. And I'm like, well, the number one top gainer is this play, but it's not doing much right now. It doesn't matter, I'm buying it. And they end up losing $400. Then they email me 2 months later and say, hey, Dek, I really appreciate you, but I blew up my account. Say, not your fault. I just always trade whenever I have a day off, and some days, again, days are hot and slow. You have to be a sniper. You have to be a sniper, guys. We're not, again, running around just taking shots left and right, doing whatever we want. No. Again, we are an absolute strict sniper, pulling everything to absolute perfect precision. That's what we're doing with every single trade, every single move, every single one we're doing, guys. It is going to be precision, okay? So make sure that you guys are fully aware of that. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of an update here as we wait for 8:30 to begin. So what do we have going on right here? We have reversing course. The stock market posted its third biggest gain in post-World War II history on Wednesday after President Donald Trump announced a temporary reversal of his so-called reciprocal tariffs. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 2,000 points, or 7.87%, for its biggest percentage gain since March of 2020. The S&P 500 skyrocketed 9.52%, its largest one-day rise since 2008. And the Nasdaq Composite popped 12%, its biggest day since January of 2001. But that doesn't necessarily mean the market is out of the woods yet. The dot-com bust, 2008 financial crisis, and COVID pandemic crash all saw similar relief rallies. Stock futures were lower on Thursday morning ahead of March of Consumer Price Index due at 8:30 a.m. So, we know what's happening right now. Exactly 1 week after announcing the slate of reciprocal tariffs that sent global markets into a free fall and sparked fears of recession, Trump on Wednesday walked back the higher rates. In a midday Truth Social post, the president announced that the steep tariffs, which had taken effect about 13 hours earlier, would drop to 10% for 90 days to allow countries to negotiate. But the reprieve does not apply to China. Beijing now faces 125% duty on its exports to the U.S., up from 104% after Trump again responded to China's countermeasures by hiking tariffs. Treasury Secretary Scott Benson said on Wednesday that the reversal was Trump's strategy all along. But the president later in the afternoon said he would pause higher tariffs because people were getting a little bit yippy. So let's see what we have. Yesterday, traders, was the third biggest day in history of the stock market. That is absolutely insane. For anyone just joining us right now, yesterday I was able to make over $10,000 on my retirement account. It was amazing. I'm already up 10 grand from, again, where I bought in on April 7th. April 7th, I pulled the trigger in the low 490s. We already spiked all the way up towards 550. Yesterday, I was chilling up to $11,000, $12,000 after 2 days of getting involved in my play. So that was absolutely crazy. That was absolutely wild. Gator Trader, imagine CPI data takes the entire spike away. I mean, let's see. Let's see what we get. CPI data Could it take away the entire spike? So WHLR, ZXZZT. No entries for myself in any way right now. What did I just see start getting a little ripping and running? ICCT right now, traders. ICCT. This is a 2 million in float stock at this moment trying to rip and run. ICCT. Any news on this play? Remember, we have not seen much news on a lot of these stocks. $5 is going to be a strong resistance line, as we know. So we're still, guys, look at this. ICCT still going. Jen, does Fox Runner have Truth Social as a news source? I am not sure. I don't believe so, though. You know, because that's just like a tweet. It'd be like Twitter, you know, Instagram, TikTok, Truth Social. That's like a social media platform. So again, if you kind of want to have that right away, it would be more of like, you know, you have to download Truth Social. So like for me, I have Trump on Twitter. Whenever he tweets anything, I get a notification. Same exact thing, you know, maybe I should do, you know, for Truth, and then just, you know, get a notification sent whenever he sends anything. Right now, team, we are still waiting to see where this buying volume is going to be heading towards. 8:30, right around the corner. ICCT still trying to rip and run. AREB right now, guys. Still keeping that one on the back burner, but not too much going on. Again, if you guys are just watching at this time, we do have AREB at this time having this awesome little downtrend. AREB was the top gainer 4 days ago. Stock went from $4 to $22. It's now back down to $6. I do think we could easily see a dip buy and bounce up towards around $10 today. Now, I'm telling you that, and I'm not in on this play. Sometimes I know a lot of other people would say that and they would already be in on it, trying to pump up the play and help their position out. That's not it. I'm telling you it. You can literally get in before I'm getting in. Okay, I'm saying that, you know, multiple times because I don't want anyone to think I'm in on it already, being like, oh, go buy AREB. No, I just like AREB, and I want to tell you guys in case it starts breaking 650 and it starts going after it. So the thing is, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. We break through this little downtrend area. There could be a potential we squeeze up to like 820. Now, is there a chance it doesn't work? For sure. There's a chance, again, the stock is just going to, you know, get a quick little pop and then come right back on down. There's a chance that it doesn't get the buying volume, but I do think it's worth it. I do think it's worth the opportunity because it's going to be very little risk with high reward if it can break that downtrend. If it can break that downtrend. VENU just came out with a partnership. It says VENU, a corporate partners with Ryan to associate national expansion through public-private partnerships. Partners with Ryan. Who the heck is Ryan? Hey, who are we partnering with? We're partnering with Glenn. Glenn, we're going to partner with Glenn. ICCT deck, you just called this play to the dot. $5 touch and reversal. I mean, that's just usually what happens. $5 is a strong natural support or natural resistance line. $1, $5, $10. These are just strong natural resistance lines. These are areas that, of course, we would just want to be aware of. Hey guys, we got about 5 minutes here. 5 minutes until, of course, we get that CPI data. CPI data right around the corner. Now, traders, is there anyone here that's going to go over towards, again, like their one-stop prop account and then start looking for some sort of, I don't know, like, you know, entry? Like, would anyone here, again, look for an entry, like, right before the CPI data? Say, hey, Dek, I think the CPI data is going to lead to a crack. Hey, Dek, I think the CPI data is going to lead towards a spike. I think the CPI data is going to lead towards a little bit of a move towards the upside or the downside. Would anyone do that? Would anyone say, hey, Dek, I think, again, the S&P 500, like, we're starting to fall a little bit right now. I think we're going to spike right back on up, coming on up on the CPI data. So if everything's in line on the CPI data, we could possibly see a nice rip right on up, right out of the gates. So please make sure you guys are fully aware of that coming on up in the next about 5 minutes here. It is going to be a fun day. There is going to be so much opportunity. There's going to be so many trades. There's going to be so many chances here today. Everyone just get ready to profit. Get ready to do what you guys do best. Get ready to wake the heck up here. Team, give yourself about 3 minutes. Let's get ready to rock and roll, and let's have ourselves a day. I'll see you guys back here in about 2 minutes, and we'll be all set, ready to get after it on this day.
Oh, take me back to the start. Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. I'll take you back to the start.
If I get too close and I'm not how you hoped, forget my northern attitude. Oh, I was raised out in the cold.
If you think you're getting away, I will prove you wrong. I'll take you all the way. Stay another song. I'll blow you all away. Hey.
Oh, I was raised out in the cold.
It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. Hey, hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves. DJ, gonna turn this house around somehow.
Forget my northern attitude.
I thought of something funnier than 24, 25.
You got me spinning in your atmosphere. It feels so good, I wanna stay right here. You got me spinning in your atmosphere. It feels so good, I wanna stay right
Yeah, all the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best memories.
We don't sleep when the sun goes down. We don't waste no precious time. All my friends seem to lose, making up for teenage crime. We don't sleep when the sun goes down. We don't waste no precious time.
I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it is. You're trying to be romantic. I hate it from the back. Just you don't get attached. I like the
All right, traders, let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get coming on up at this moment. Here we go, CPI data, trying to get a little hype We also have KTTA we are going to be watching. KTTA, guys, just got a little bit of that squeeze. KTTA is the number 3 top gainer in the stock market at this time. Does have room to run up to that 200-day moving average. And guys, the S&P 500, make sure everyone is aware and watching that, guys. S&P 500, high watch and high alert in the next few seconds. Obviously, every single trader is going to be looking to see what this is going to do in 3, 2, and 1. Guys, look at that thing spike. Look at it again. Woo! Guys, look at that. Look at that. A little bit more action here, baby. A little bit more action, a little bit more ripping and running, and a little bit more spiking as things again keep going on up. Oh, did it beat it or not? Did it beat it or not? As fast as it went on up is as fast as it just came right back on down. So the S&P 500, this thing is a little bit all over the place at this time. We have been seeing a little bit of action. We have the S&P 500 at this moment trying to build itself on up, trying to hold itself and seeing if that thing can keep on spiking. We have KTTA we're watching. We have RSLS. We have WHLR starting to fall back on down. AREB is my favorite chart pattern, but not doing anything. And right now it seems like the best move is KTTA. The S&P 500 is still trying to push itself on up towards around these new high areas, seeing if it can get back above 538. The 13 EMA, though, at this time is around 540.50. 540.50 is where there's going to be some strong resistance. So right now, team, S&P 500, high watch, seeing what that can do. We'll see once that comes on through over on CNBC. What are the exact data here? Does anyone have it? Let's see here. I want to see if I can find the CPI data. CPI data. Got it. CPI data right here, traders. It comes on down to they are in line with expectations. So just a little heads on up for every single person. This is the data that has just come on out. They are in line with expectations at this time. And that is what we are currently seeing. So we're not gonna see, I don't think right now, traders, I don't think right now we're gonna see a massive dump, but at the same time, I don't think we're gonna see a massive climb either, because it just kind of is in line with expectations. It's in line with, again, what we expected. So is it good news? Yes, but it's not incredible news. It didn't beat expectations, right? It didn't beat expectations. It's more, again, just in line with what we thought was going to be happening. S&P 500. S&P 500 had a little bit of a spike. So S&P 500, we'll stay watching, we'll stay alert, we'll stay ready. Let me post this over in chat for you guys over on the CPI data. Thank you again, J-Trades as well, for posting that over there. CPI data is now out. Also, a little side note, the Masters has begun. We are live in the Masters, getting after it. So SPY, keeping our eyes peeled on it. WHLR, fading and falling. We just don't need anything right here over on this stock. Don't need anything. KTTA. KTTA is trying to slowly grind. And again, still, my favorite chart pattern is still AREB. I am not in on anything. Take a look right here. My orders are 0 out of 0. My positions are 0 out of 0. I just want to clearly cut, make sure every single trader understands at this moment, there is nothing I'm pulling the trigger on. At this moment, there is nothing I'm in on. Let's go ahead and let's start breaking this day on down from start to finish to help every single trader out on this day. You guys want to start it on up here today? I think that's a great thing for us to do, so let's do it right now. What should we be focusing on? What should we be looking at? Number one, the S&P 500 here, traders. There is no way we cannot talk about the S&P 500. We need to make sure every single person is aware of this right here and right now. So, emergency press conference here. The S&P 500 just had its biggest one-day rally since 2008, and it is now the third biggest day in history of the stock market. Yes, you read that right. You heard that right. These words have come into your ears and in your head, and that just collected and said, the third biggest day in history? Correct. The S&P 500 yesterday went all the way from lows of 490 to spiking up to 550. We saw nearly a $60 climb from low to high on the S&P 500. Now, I don't think a lot of traders are realizing how ridiculous that is. Let's just go back to a normal time frame. Let's go back to, 15 minutes, and let's just scroll back for a little bit. Okay? Do you guys realize that on a normal day, the S&P 500 goes from 575 and again finishes off the day around 575. Ooh. Again, the S&P 500 goes from 570 and it closed off the day at 573. Oh, nice. We can see right here, the S&P 500 opened up at the price of 560 and it closed at the price of 563. Woo! Guys, on average, the S&P 500 usually moves about, $5 a day, $3 to $5 a day. That's why it is absolutely ridiculous. That is why it is absolutely a nutcase to see how big this green candle is. This one green candle that formed yesterday is bigger than multiple month moves. This is essentially, when we come on down towards it, let's just take a look right here. Let's go from this line right here. That's going to put us at the bottom of April to this top right here, which is going to be putting us to the top of June. We have April, May, June. Yesterday, in one day, was the same exact move of 3 months last year. How insane is that to think about? It took 3 months of climbing to do what we did in one day. Now, the S&P 500 going on this monster move and monster spike, it just produced my biggest day in 2025. As you guys know, I pulled the trigger on everything over on April 7th. April 7th, which was Monday. Now, Dek, why did you jump in on April 7th? Again, all I was stating was I had to jump in on something. Now, I did not get my full position on. You guys know, if you guys have been watching this every single day, you guys know I've been wanting that 460s, 465s. But I've also had a knack for being a person who says, I want 460, 465, and it comes down to 480 and then it spikes. I've had a knack before where I've tried to get on Tesla, right? I remember Tesla when this stock, and I said, everyone wait until it comes on down to, I think it was 220, right? It came on down, or excuse me, come on down to 120, and it came down to 130, and it bounced back on up. In Bitcoin of 2022, I said, hey guys, I'm going to enter at 12,000. It came on down to 15,000. I didn't enter, and it spiked all the way back up to 100,000. Those are in my head where it's like, Dek, you are always right next to the point, but it seems like, again, you're always just a little bit too low. So with my retirement account, I said, you know what? I will be kicking myself, feeling like an absolute moron if I see it, the S&P 500 fall over $120, we fall 20%, we fall into a bear market, we are getting prices at prices that were 4 years ago, and I don't pull the trigger in on something. So, for anyone who does not know, I took half my retirement account, over $60,000, and I entered on Monday, April 7th, when the S&P 500 was sitting at 490. Now, if you guys did not see this, and I know it's hard to believe if you guys haven't been watching it, so that's why I even put out a recording of this yesterday, so you guys can go ahead and check this on out. Let's just watch this for 1 second here. It's only, again, like a 2-second video, and you guys will be able to see everything, so we're all caught up to speed. Everyone check this on out.
Shit, the NASDAQ is up 10% today. Big Daddy D.
A very enthusiastic reaction, as you can see from investors.
Wall Street surged today. The Dow Jones rose about 3,000 points.
So I am definitely entering right now on all of these positions, showing every single person. What's the date right now if we ever want to kind of come back to the archives? Monday, April 7th of 2025. Monday, April 7th of 2025. This is when Sean Dekmar is entering these positions for his, again, retirement. So traders, that's what it came on down to. I just wanted to make sure, especially, I just want to say first off, congratulations. Congratulations for everyone that's been watching this live stream over the last week. Congratulations for people that started loading up their 401k and saying, hey, you know what, let's start something. Congratulations for every single person that was able to make money. I've been seeing a lot of traders make money, and I have nothing but confidence, excitement, joy for you, appreciation, gratitude. I just want to say again, thank you and congratulations on your success that you guys have gotten. Now let's come on down to the root cause of this. Let's break this on down here. Let's go over to the root cause. So let's scroll on down to the bottom over on Fox Runner, and let's start understanding what is truly happening here. So it says the biggest day since 2008. The Dow surges 2,900 points. The S&P 500 posts its biggest gain since 2008 on Trump tariff reversals. The S&P 500, we see this monster move yesterday and how big that green candle is. But what actually happened? Let's just get the easy key points right here. It says the massive rally. The S&P 500 surged 9.5%, its third best day since World War II. The Dow jumped nearly 3,000 points, 7.9%, and the Nasdaq soared 12.2%, its second best day ever, erasing much of the week's prior losses. Trump tariff pause. The reason why this happened is because President Donald Trump announced a 90-day pause on most tariffs except China, reversing earlier sweeping tariffs imposed on April 2nd, calming fears on an escalating global trade war. China expectation. Tariffs on China increased to 125%, intensifying US-China trade tensions, while other country tariffs were paused at a 10% baseline. Investor relief. The pause eased concerns over the supply chain disruptions and recession risks. Tech lead gains. Apple, Nvidia, and Tesla rose 10 to 20%. So traders, for anyone who does not know, what we have right now is here's a very simple, easy chart. Trump's being Trump right now. And what do I mean by that? He's, again, kind of getting a little petty right here, isn't he? He's getting a little zesty out there. He's saying, hey, we're going to go ahead and pause 90 days on all tariffs. We're giving everyone a 10% baseline, except for you, China. Okay, except for you, China. Just because you guys keep raising rates on us. We raise rates on you, you raise rates on us, we raise rates again, we're not giving you the 90 days. So the thing is, every country has a 10% baseline for the next 90 days to be able to negotiate, except for China. Now, is that going to affect the markets coming up in the next few days? Potentially, because China is our biggest supplier, right? It's almost like it's almost like when mom and dad go at it, right? We need China, but China needs us. Now, again, Trump wants to get a little bit more money from China. China doesn't want to give a little bit of money. So now, again, they're going back and forth right here. They're having an argument. But the thing is, for the rest of the world, for every other country in the world, we're saying, okay, we're not doing 100% tariffs. Okay, we're not doing 30% tariffs. We're not doing 70% tariffs. We're going to give you a 10% tariff baseline for the next 90 days. Fly over to the White House. Let's sit down and let's come up with a deal. That's what happened. Okay? So the easy breakdown right here is the stock market surged because President Donald Trump announced a 90-day pause on most tariffs, easing trade war fears and boosting investor confidence. Though tariffs on China were increased. So instead of anything other than China, it is at a 10% baseline. Now, we can also see what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday was the Mag 7 recovers, some of the best dip buys in years. If you were one of the investors who took advantage of the markets being down over 20% earlier this week, you were just rewarded with one of the biggest returns ever in the stock market. In the matter of one day, the Dow gained 2,962 points, the Nasdaq gained 1,857 points, and the S&P 500 gained 9.52%. Team, on an average year, the S&P 500 gives 10% return on a year. The S&P 500 just gave a 10% return in one day. Traders, Apple just had a 15% return in one day. Microsoft just had a 10% return in one day. Tesla has a 22% return in one day. Nvidia has an 18% return in one day. Amazon has 11.98% return in one day. Google had a 9.68% return in one day. Meta had a 14.76% return in one day. Now, as you guys have known and as I've showed you guys this multiple times, all of these plays are plays that I'm in at this time, right? I'm in on Meta. I'm in on Apple. I'm in on Google. I'm in on Amazon. I'm in on Microsoft. I'm in on Nvidia. These are all plays that I've been sitting on. Now, again, even some of my more risky plays even had bigger returns. Even again, some of the more risky stocks like here were able to see returns that were massive. For instance, we could take a look over on VST, right? VST as well. had a 15% return. VST, absolutely great. Netflix last night was able to give a 8% return. That was absolutely awesome. Let's take a look over on Uber. Uber yesterday was able to give 11% return. We keep on going. Take a look at Bros. Right here, Bros was able to give a 15% return. So all of these plays right here. We have Kava. This play, Kava Group, 17% return. And the last but not least, that's outside of the Mag 7, is Palantir. Palantir, 19% return. So all of these plays right now, traders, absolutely fantastic. And once again, congratulations to everyone who made this money. Now, obviously, the big thing that we were looking at going into today is now, of course, what's going to be happening with the CPI data. The CPI data is now out. And we can see inflation rate eases to 2.4% in March, lower than expected. That's good news. We want to bring inflation down. Now, the target for the Feds is to still get inflation to 2%. And that's still what we want. We still want to get the target to 2%. But it says the consumer price index for all consumers decreased 0.1% on a seasonally adjusted basis in March, rising 0.2% in February. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported today, over the last 12 months, all items increased 2.4% before seasonal adjustment. So, this is all good. This is all solid news. And this is why at this time, of course, we have seen the S&P 500 get a little bit of a spike. Now, traders, you might be saying, well, Dek, the SPY, what I'm seeing is the SPY is still actually getting a little bit of a fade. We had a small spike and now we're starting to fade back on down a little bit. Why is this happening? I do think we are going to see some profit taking. I do think right now, traders, we have two things that we need to be aware of going into the future. We know we just had the biggest day almost ever in the stock market. What we need to be aware of is, number one, how much profit taking is going to happen after we just spiked up to 550. We just went from 550. We're now back down to 530. Okay? How much profit taking is going to happen? How many people are going to say, we just had the biggest day we have ever seen in our lifetime? Are we like, let's just take our money and let's get out of here? Are there going to be a lot of people that are going to bring this on down? Are there going to be people that are going to bring in weakness and reverse it and drop and get lower and lower and lower? Could that happen? Absolutely, that could happen. Right? And on top of that, let's also remember a very important part. China, which is our biggest, is where we get all of our products from. 90% of our products come from China. We still have them on 120% tariffs. So it's great news yesterday that we were able to say, hey, guys, 10% baseline for all countries in the world except for you, China. But China is the most important one out of all of them. So could we see this market pull back a little bit? Now, team, it doesn't matter, again, the way that you trade. You know regardless that the S&P 500 is going to have another crazy move today. Today is going to be a day that the S&P 500 most likely will spike another $10 or drop another $10. That's just the way it works. The S&P 500 will be that hot. The S&P 500 will, again, be that quick that it's going to most likely be seeing another $10 spike or drop today, at least. Okay? So make sure you guys are aware of it. Now, we also have to fall in line a little bit. Now, what do I mean by fall in line? Is that all of these plays going as in penny stocks here, traders, they are all following the same exact thing. Let's go actually back to yesterday, because yesterday is so crucial when we talked about this. Let me see where I talked about it. I remember it saying it. Oh, right here. It says low floats, low floats, low floats. Watch low float stocks today as these have been the winners, right? Guys, it does not matter what the news is. It doesn't matter what the pattern is. It doesn't matter if, again, you like it or not. The biggest spikes every single day have just been the low float movers, the low float spikers, the stocks that, again, everyone's been focused on more of the low floats. That was yesterday, and they said just watch the low float plays, the stocks that, again, that don't even have any sort of news whatsoever, but they're just low float stocks, right? And if we take a look at today, ELAB is a low float play, right? ELAB is a stock that we want to be watching here today. We also saw today WHLR. WHLR, we go over this, guys. WHLR is your number one top gainer in pre-market. There's been a common theme over the last week in the microcap world. The lower the float, the bigger the spike you will have in pre-market. Monday, JNVR spiked $50 off a low float. NAOV on Tuesday spiked again $20. VERO spiked $6 yesterday. And WHLR was able to go on a nice about $3 spike today. So remember, traders are looking for hype rather than credible news. While these can make you money, you need to understand that most of these are just simple pump plays, okay? I want to make sure that you guys are all good. I want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll here, okay? So again, when we take a look at the top gainers here, we do have RSLS with 12 million float, but then we have 2 million, 900,000, 1 million, 2 million. Traders, the best spikes, the craziest rips, the craziest runs have been these. Number one, JNVR, $50 spike, under 1 million in float. Day two, NAOV, $22 spike, right here, under 1 million in float. VERO yesterday, right? This was the stock that I traded yesterday, was able to make money. VERO went from $3 to $15, under 1 million in float. And then this morning we had WHLR, which is starting to give a lot of its gains back right now, but WHLR did go from $2 and spike up to $6. Now again, starting to fade itself on off. But remember, team, it's all about the low floats right now. It's all about the stocks, again, that have low floats that are potentially going to be breaking on out. So today, could ICCT, 2 million in float play, trying to get a little bit of hype, no news whatsoever. Could this one take on off? Could ICCT break $5, run up to the 200-day moving average, start spiking and squeezing? Deca has no news, has no credibility. I don't want to pull the trigger. Well, again, I don't think we're going to see a lot of plays pull the trigger today, right? I don't see a lot of plays going to come out with hot news, excuse me. I think a lot of plays are just going to spike because they have a low float and they have potential to do that. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. Now, with that being stated here, ladies and gentlemen, right, when we take a look over on these plays, what do we have? We have KTTA trying to get a little bit of action. We have KTTA trying to get a little bit of hype. We want to see, are we going to be able to see WHLR, ICCT? We want to see which one of these plays is going to be able to get that hype and momentum, that good, action that we truly have. We take a look right now, AREB, AREB is one of my fan favorites, especially if you guys are just joining right now. AREB traders, this is one of my favorite plays at this moment. The reason why it's one of my favorite plays is AREB, it was a top gainer on Friday of last week. AREB went from $4 and spiked up to $20 last week. Insane. Now it has given all of its gains on back. And I think this is going to be the dip buy today. I do. This is a play where when I take a look at this stock, I go back to a 15-minute time frame. I see AREB top resistance, fade on down, top resistance, fade on down, top resistance, top resistance. I think if AREB starts getting a break back above 650, I think it's worth giving it a chance. I think AREB is worth giving it, it could happen. So I think this is one of those plays. After a stock goes from $4 to $20, we know it's super active. We see it's gone from $20 back on down towards around $5. Now again, breaking this downtrend, buyers could easily move on it. Buyers could easily move on in where people say, hey, Dec, okay, hey, this is going to start squeezing, spiking, ripping, running. It's going to start climbing. And it all just comes on down to basically this. Can we have this downtrend snap? And if this downtrend snaps, can we start moving ourselves on up? Okay? That's what I want to be looking for over on AREB. So this is one. High watch, high alert, seeing if we're going to squeeze, seeing if we're going to be able to continuously move and stay alive here. KTTA, no. WHLR starting to feed back on down. S&P 500 right now. But right now, traders, it's all about just staying ready. It's all about staying ready for everything that we possibly can. No forcing in any sort of way. SPY getting a little bit weaker at this time. Not putting ourselves in any sort of position that is truly just going to hurt us. Just stay smart. Just wait for that good opportunity. Wait for, again, that good chart setup. Wait for, again, the one that's going to truly be able to make us the most amount of money. And then, of course, we can go from there. But it's just about more waiting, watching, staying alert, and staying ready for absolutely everything that we can. WHLR, a little bit of a drop. PRFX, a little bit of a spike. We got 7 minutes. And again, all I'm doing right now is watching AREB. Traders, at this moment, are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Anything that you guys need at all from me? Anything that you guys need in any sort of way? Please let me know. I just want to help you guys on out. So any questions, comments, concerns right here and right now, please let me know. I am more than happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. WHLR starting to fall. ICCT, no, no, no. All right, team. If there are no questions, comments, concerns, that is absolutely fine. I think right now the best thing for us to do is wait for that 9 a.m. press release. It's only 5 minutes away. Only 5 minutes away. So again, we are going to wait for that 9 a.m. press release and we'll go from there. Now, we can also, again, at this time, take a look how Bitcoin recovered. Bitcoin was at around 74,000. 74,000. And now, again, Bitcoin's trying to get a little bit of hype back up towards around that, 81,000 area. So traders, everyone stay ready. Everyone stay alert. Everyone stay smart. I'm going to give you guys your final little break right here. We've already been doing commentary for the last 2 hours now. So let's take a quick little 10-minute breather and let's get this day started and let's get this day prepared. All right? Guys, it's going to be an awesome day ahead, but I need you guys to match my energy. I need you guys to get excited. I need you guys to get fired on up, and I need you guys getting ready to rock and roll. Get pumped on up here, traders. It is game time, and we are going to be starting off this day, as you guys know, in about 10 minutes, ready to rock and roll. Let's do this, traders. I'll see you guys back here soon.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced her to my stove. Showed her how to whip and now she remix it for love.
Slang when you notice the stripes, the dirt in your fries. Hope it's right when you die. Bold and bony.
And like it hard with my baby, baby. I just love the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And like it hard with my baby, baby. I'll be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby, yeah.
Jumping off the porch like mom's not home. Tell me why the best things feel so wrong. Summer nights, love them how they take so long. Run with the feeling of being alive while we're still young.
Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. Ain't it good? But yeah.
Once you go to the Four Seasons Orlando.
Alors on danse. Alors on danse. Alors on danse. Alors on danse. Alors on danse.
Don't get me started, love. I've had too much drink. Had too much time to think. So leave me alone.
One kiss is all it takes. Fall in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Fall in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need.
To all the bitch assholes that hate me the most. Oh yeah, I hate you too. that just wanna talk shit. I hate you too. Do all the high class ass. Let's do all too fast. Oh yeah, I hate you too. Hey. Doses and mimosas, champagne, cocaine.
Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me. Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me. Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me. Spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while.
I don't care if Monday's black, Tuesday, Wednesday, hard to tell, Thursday, never looking back. It's Friday, I'm in love.
Then she will. She will be loved, and she will be loved.
It's Friday, I'm in love.
Never heard of Dasher?
No.
To the socks like I'm Biggie Popper. Keep your girl head in my Tommy boxes. But when it out, she a silly hoe. Cause she know the Frankenstein getting pretty dope. She don't get nothing from my nigga though. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios. Baby.
How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall. Tell me. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall.
Can't help myself, I count the stars. Gonna way out to be
Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. You really want it. Get down on it. You gotta feel it.
It's always darkest before the dawn. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, oh. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, oh. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake him up.
We'll give it a shot. Oh.
man dick?
Yeah, like a man dick.
Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Take it, baby, take it, love it. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Take it, baby, take it, love it. Tonight I'ma let you be a captain. Tonight I'ma let you be a thing, yeah. Tonight I'ma let you be a rider. Giddy up, babe. Tonight I'ma let it be fire. Tonight I'ma let you take me higher. Tonight, baby, we can get it on, yeah. We can get it on, yeah.
All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. The night will go on, my little
Say
way.
my hey, darling, I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I'm for real. Never meant to make no daughter cry. I apologize, truly cry.
Just come outside for the night. Yeah. Take your time, get your light. Dirty night. I
wanna feel how I did last night. I wanna feel how I did last night. Anything please, have mercy on me. Take this pain away. Just give me my symptoms, I don't wanna feel.
Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam. Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam.
369 girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man here joke. So you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1 girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance, he's done. So they move on, get the man gone. Now can I get a Coke with my rum?
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow.
I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose.
No, yeah, your skin goes to something beautiful. And you know I'll be so.
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
Here we go, here we go, here we go. It is time. We got to wake up right here. We got to get after it. Nice little 10-minute breather we just had, but we are back and we are waking up on this Thursday. Traders, this is going to be an absolutely fantastic day, an absolutely fantastic time, and an absolutely fantastic moment to be here trading with you guys, and of course, seeing what we are going to be able to do in this market. What are we truly going to be able to do in this market? Are we going to be able to come out on top today? Well, to be frank with you, team, I would love to actually just go ahead and try to focus over on the small account challenge here. That's what I definitely want to do. I want to focus on the small account challenge here today instead of the prop firm. Now, I do want to trade the prop firm, of course, but I really want to try to make a great trade on the small account challenge. That's what I'm kind of like itching to right now because we are only actually less than $600 away. We're at $9,060 at this moment. Or, excuse me, $9,405 at this moment. We are actually less than $600 away from crossing over the $10,000 mark on the small account. And I think today would be an absolutely beautiful day for us to be able to do that. So I think, you know, how can we make over $600 in this market? That's the big question I'm asking myself right now. How can I make over $600 on the small account challenge to cross the account over 10,000? So I'm seeing right now, what is our potential spikers? What is the potential movers? What are the plays that are going to have the best chance for us to be able to make $600 plus? Let's run through them together. The number one top gainer is RSLS. Now, I'm just going to tell you out of personal preference, I'm not the biggest fan of trading stocks that are sub 70 cents, okay? I really don't like a sub 70-cent stock. I would rather, again, look for something $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. I would rather look for something a little bit bigger. Also, I would rather look for something that's a little bit lower in float. So I'm actually going to skip RSLS right now. I'm going to look for another play. Let's go over to KTTA. KTTA. This stock actually did have a press release this morning. You can actually see it's the number one press release right here. Let's actually go over to additional float, turn that on off. Let's turn off the float right now. Let's just go over to change percentage. We have KTTA as the number one best press release at this time, currently sitting with a 76% gain. And it says KTTA announces positive safety review for its recommendations for its ongoing phase 1. So it does have a safety review, okay? It's not talking about amazing positive results, a safety review. KTTA, though, is under 1 million in float. This is a play, when I take a look over on KTTA, that can wake up. This is a stock that has room to run up towards this red line up here, that 200-day moving average. KTTA is a play already that has gone from 135 and squeezed and spiked up towards around 219. This is a play that's starting to wake up. It's a play that's starting to have some momentum. It's a play that definitely has potential. So I would say KTTA, keep this one on high watch and high alert to see if we can squeeze and spike up to that 200-day moving average. Okay, KTTA, squeeze and spike up to that 200-day moving average. Is it my go-to play? As of now, this is the leader. Okay, but let's switch on over to PRFX. First thing I want to look at, is there any news on PRFX? I'm not seeing anything. Actually, right here, excuse me, number 2, the number 2 top gainer. PRFX right here is a low float stock. And what did this come on out with? 8:30 in the morning. It says PRFX expands in a home energy management sector, leveraging deep solar AI-driven platform to addressing the growth of solar optimization market. So is there a credible news over on, again, PRFX? Yes, there is. But to be frank with you, no one cares about credible news during this market. They just don't. During this time, during this week, people are just trading whatever is the lowest float. So PRFX, that's a 1 million in float stock. $2 up to $3. It is trying to get above and hold above that, again, 50-day moving average. Now, traders, I'm going to say something right now. What is PRFX? PRFX is one of those lying, cheating partners. You guys know what I'm talking about. The thing is, this stock, look at the characteristics, look at the history. PRFX is known to have a gap up and give all of its gains back. PRFX is known to spike and give all of its gains on back. PRFX, massive spike, and the day later, it's all the way back down to where it started. Gap up, morning spike, gave back all of its gains. Gap up, morning spike. Were you guys here again 2 days ago when I talked about NAOV? And I said, guys, NAOV could spike today, but it's going to give everything back by the end of the day. And that's exactly what it did, because that's what it did here, and that's what it did here, and that's what it does here. And you can see that's what it did here. It's in the stock's characteristics that is what's going to happen. Whenever the stock, again, comes on out, right, it is going to do what? It is going to follow what it's done in the past. So PRFX, this is a little bit more high risk. And the reason why it's a little bit more high risk is because this is a play that is known to go on a massive spike and then give all of its gains on back. Okay? So PRFX, this one has potential today to rip and run up towards around 445. Dek, which one's better, KTTA or PRFX? It looks like PRFX is more active. It looks like this one has more volume. It looks like this one has more volatility. Like it has a better chance of actually squeezing back up towards that 350 mark, which could definitely make us our money. What about WHLR? WHLR is the lowest float stock we have. But unfortunately, WHLR right here, it's not anything. You know, this stock is fading all the way back on down, starting to crash, starting to get weaker. We really don't need it. Let's go after ICCT. ICCT here, traders. This stock does not have any news. It's $2 million in float. It spiked up to $5. It got rejected. This is one that has been creeping its way on up for like the past month now. For the past month, ICCT has gone from 37 cents up to $8. It is still looking to see, can we break back above $5 and go crazy? If ICCT can start getting back up near that $5 mark, I definitely think there's a lot of potential. If we can start getting back above that $5 mark, there's a lot of chances, there's a lot of potential that we could be able to make money on this play. Okay? So ICCT, let's watch this one. Now, I've gone over this play also multiple times when I take a look over on AREB. But AREB is probably my favorite chart pattern. Now, AREB, what you want to look for is simply enough right here. This stock has an awesome downtrend. This play has been fading for the last 5 days in a row. AREB went from $4, spiked on up towards the price of $21. $4 to $21. Then went from $21 and faded all the way on down towards the price of $5. Just got a little bounce out around that $6 region. So what I want you guys to realize over on about AREB right here is this is a stock that if it falls from $21 back on down to $5, there's a chance this one spikes back up to $7, $8 here today. $7, $8. So AREB breaking this downtrend, watch your buying volume to move on in. Now, with all of these plays that I'm talking about, and let me show you AREB right here in a little bit more fashion, is what I would really like out of this play is if this stock can squeeze and spike. Now, I am most likely going to give this one a chance today. Most likely, I'm giving you this one a chance today. And the reason why I say that is because there's very little risk. It's not like AREB is going to go on a massive dump. AREB has already fallen $20. AREB has already, again, been on this downtrend. If anything, in my eyes, this stock is going to squeeze and spike, or it's just not going to do anything. So I like plays that if I lose very, very little. And if I win, I have massive upside. Now, as I've talked about AREB, and as I've talked about KTTA, and as I talked about PRFX, I am not in on any of these plays. So I don't want anyone here to ever be like, oh, Dex again, jumping in on these trades right now, or Dex, he's in early, or Dex, whatever. No, that's not what it is, guys. I'm not in on any of these plays. I'm not in on any of these stocks at this moment. I am, again, sitting here and saying, hey, you know what? These are plays that I like. If you like them, get in before me. If you like them, get in before I even can touch them. That's what I want you guys to note right here and right now. So the thing is, traders, these positions are all completely empty, and they're yours for the taking. So PRFX, I will rank them like this. AREB is probably my favorite stock if the stock can be able to break back above 650. PRFX is the most active play, which probably gives us the best chance to be able to make money. I like ICCT if it can get back above $5, and I like KTTA if this stock can be able to squeeze and start ripping and running. Okay? So those are the plays that I think have the most potential for us. These are the plays that I think could be able to go on very nice squeezes and spikes and rips and runs. These are ones that I definitely want to be able to wake on up and say, hey, guys, let's see what we get. These are the lowest float movers at this time. Now, we have already talked about the S&P 500 for the last, 2 hours straight. We've already gone over, again, my profits, my trades. We've already gone over the S&P 500 going on this monster move. I will, again, briefly go over it, though, one more time because I don't want to kind of just be so repetitive. But the thing is, team, I know a lot of people still might just be waking up at this moment. The S&P 500 had its biggest day. It's since 2008. It's been the biggest day that we have seen in the last, in about the last 18 years. When we scroll on down right here, what we actually had is we had the S&P 500 have its biggest recovery since 2008. The S&P 500, the Dow right here, the Dow surged 2,900 points. So again, this all happened because Trump said we're going to do 90 days, 90-day pause. Every country gets 10% tariffs, and we're going to allow all their leaders to come to the White House and negotiate. So if you guys don't like getting charged 80%, if you guys don't like getting charged 100%, if you guys don't like getting charged 40%, I'm giving everyone 90 days. Come to the White House. I'll sit down with you. Let's come up with an agreement. Okay? That's what Trump's doing. So what we have here is he has paused everything for 90 days, right? except for China. China, he's again being a little petty towards. He's getting a little zesty. He's saying, hey, China, you know what? You guys are again acting like big bad guys. You guys are acting like, again, tougher than us, tougher than the United States. We're going to keep the 125% on you, right? Everyone else in the world gets 10% right now and can negotiate. China, we're keeping 125% on you. Now, because they have paused it for 90 days, that is what led to the S&P 500 going on a massive spike. This spike has been so big. This spike has been so wild. And I talked about this earlier. This spike is as big as it took 3 months. Traders, if we go on back here, I mean, even more. The S&P 500, it went from February, 490. And by the time it got up towards 550, it was all the way in June. February, March, April, May, June. 5 months. 5 months of climbing on the S&P 500. We did it in one day. That is how wild this was. That is how crazy that was. That is how ridiculous that was. 5 months last year it took the S&P 500 to do what it did yesterday. Guys, that is so insane to be thinking about. We can also see, of course, how big all the Mag 7 plays have been. We could see, of course, what we have, 2,962, NASDAQ up 1,800, S&P 500, 474, Russell 2,014. If you were one of the investors who took advantage of the markets being down over 20% earlier this week, you were just rewarded with one of the biggest returns. For anyone who does not know, yesterday was my biggest day of 2025. Yesterday, my high, I was up over $13,000 yesterday. Now, guys, how was I able to do that? Well, again, as you know, I put in not hundreds of thousands. I put in over $60,000. I put in over $60,000 on Monday, April 7th into the markets. When, again, the markets are peaking yesterday, I was up over $12,000. How insane is that, traders? Because I pulled the trigger when the markets were down towards the lowest point. And again, people are now asking. People are now saying, Dek, how did you get in so early? How did you get in on the lowest day possible? As I said, we have to just be willing to pull the trigger. I didn't put in the whole position. I have like $150,000 that I can put in. I put in over $60,000, $64,000 I put in. So the thing is, being able to put that money in and be able to see all these returns, all these stocks go on spikes, all these rips, all these runs, all these climbs, right? I was able to make, again, a massive amount of money on literally 2 days after get myself involved. Now, I wish I got everything filled. I wish I put in all $150,000 filled. But you know what? I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on this bounce. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing out on this opportunity. I wanted to make sure that no matter what, I was saying, hey, if this thing bounces, I'm not missing out on it. And I'm sure happy I did. CPI data came out this morning as well. CPI data did come out in line with expectations, so that could be able to lead towards the market going on a very big spike. But this is, again, your easy watch list right here. Right here, this is your easy watch list. You have KTTA, PRFX, CLMB, ELAB, AREB. PRFX, ICCT. Here's all of, again, the hottest news at this time, and here are the hottest top gainers at this time as well, so you guys have everything that you guys need. Okay, that's all over on Fox Runner, so that you guys are all set. Now, what it comes on down to today, though, is I am looking to be able to trade over on the small account. I want to get myself up and over $10,000 today. That's honestly my goal today. I want to get myself up and over $10,000 on the small account. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm focusing on. So right now, team, we got about 6 minutes. I'm going to switch out our scanners right now at this time. We're going to be all set, ready to rock and roll. And I want to see, can we get over 6 minutes here? 6 minutes, make this profit. 6 minutes, make this money. 6 minutes, of course, see where, again, this action is going to be going towards us. And let's get ready to make this cash. So bringing everything on over that we need to bring on over. Nothing I'm in on at this time. AREB needs to break through that 650 mark. We have all of our top gainers. Notice all the low floats that are over here. WHLR still kind of fading all the way back on down. But today's a massive day, guys. It's going to be so much fun across the board. I hope every single person is excited. I hope every single person is ready to rock and roll. And I hope you guys are absolutely getting ready and jacked on up on this day. Man, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be an exciting one. I'm fired up on this day. And I cannot wait to see what this day truly brings us. Let's do it. Let's see where this buying volume goes. Let's see where this hype goes. Let's see where this action takes us. And let's see what we get here. WHLR. Also, traders, as I talked about here earlier, what's also, again, big thing happening today? Big thing. Today, guys, is day 1 of the Masters. The Masters tournament. It's like the Super Bowl today. Where again, we head on down to southern Georgia, Augusta. Where again, back in 1929, a man had a vision, creating a tournament that was like no other. He said he wanted the best of the best to play here. He wanted rolling greens and beautiful flush fairways with dandelions and tulips. A beautiful river and creek just going through again, hole 16, 14. Ugh. Just take a moment. Open up your window. Smell the fresh cut grass. Everyone again, imagine that nice silky leather, cotton, polyester jacket going across your shoulders. You guys getting goosebumps? You guys got goosebumps right now? Oh. Let's get ready to go. Congratulations to all of our golfers out there. We made it. We made it, guys, to the 2025 Masters. We did it here. We did it. We made it here. So traders, let's see what we got. The S&P 500. AREB still watching this play, seeing of course what's gonna happen, but we are again just waiting and watching. No forcing at this time. Stay smart, stay safe, stay ready here, traders. Stay smart, stay safe, stay ready. Hey, and good morning to absolutely everyone. Everyone right now, smash that thumbs up if you guys haven't done. I feel like this music doesn't go along with it. I might have to change this music here for a second to just, get everyone absolutely jacked on up here at this time. All right, here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you guys haven't joined us yet today, smash that thumbs up! Smash it! And let's get ready to make some cash. Now, as you guys know as well, something huge is coming up on Monday. On Monday, we are having our spring Black Friday sale. That means every single membership is going to be 50% off. Yes, guys, on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the lifetime membership is slashed in half. $1,700 off. The annual membership is going to be having over $800 off. The semi-annual membership, over $435 off. The monthly membership is going to be seeing over $84 off. If you guys are ready, if you guys want to be able to become lifetime members, there has never been a better time. You are literally paying for access for a lifetime. So you never have to pay again. Will be the same price right now as an annual membership. So the best deal, lifetime membership, $1,700 off next week. Annual membership, over again, $800 off next week. Traders, do not miss out. This is going to be our last 50% sale until November. So if you want to be part of the Tradecaster community, if you want to be watching live streams every single day, including myself, if you want to have access to the video library teaching you everything you need to know about stock trading, if you guys want to be able to join us every day as we attack the markets, make sure you guys are fired on up and ready to go. It's going to be a big day. It's going to be an awesome opportunity. And of course, next week, Black Friday sale. Let's do it. So get ready to go, guys. It is going to be absolutely fantastic and absolutely incredible in every single way. Woo! Traders, let's get ready to make a little bit of money here. Let's get ready to make a little bit of cash. Let's get ready to make a little bit of money. And let's see, of course, what we're going to be having. Right now, across the board, RSLS, KTTA, PRFX, WHLR. Looking to see where this buying volume is going to take us. Traders, stay ready here. I have not pulled the trigger on anything yet. Orders are 0 out of 0. Positions are 0 out of 0. I am watching, as you guys know, to see what is going to start spiking, to see what is going to start climbing, and to see, you know, where this hype is going to be taking us. You guys know I am watching AREB for that break of, again, probably 650-ish. 650-ish. If AREB could ever start, you know, squeezing and, you know, breaking out of that area, kind of start going towards the upside, 650 break, AREB could be a good, decent chance. On top of that, we are watching ELAB. ELAB's one of those previous top gainers as well. BCLI did have a press release this morning. Watch to see what's going to steal the hype. What's going to steal the show. What's going to steal the momentum. Right now, my position box is right above me, so you guys can literally see right here. Whenever I enter anything, you guys will be able to see it. Okay? So I'm not in on anything. You guys have full access to be able to see everything that I'm doing right there. Make that a little smaller. Make this a little bit smaller. Put this smack dab in the middle. All right. So guys, right now we are just kind of waiting and watching. RSLS getting a little bit of a pop. We got to make $600 today. That's what we need at this moment. We got to make $600 today. Once we can cross $600, our account will be up over 10,000 bucks. That's what we're looking for right now. We're looking to be able to cross over the $10,000 mark on the small account challenge. Now, what's the SPY doing at this time as well? SPY. Right here, traders are getting a little bit of a pullback. If you're asking, Deck, how low can the SPY go? The SPY, most likely, if it falls and fades, is going to go to these old upper shadows. That's right around 525, 525. Most likely, it's going to be right above that. So I would probably say, if we do start fading and falling, look for an entry on the SPY at around 526 to 527. Okay? So I think the best entry over on the SPY is going to be right around 526 to 527. Little heads up for you guys. Okay? Right now, SPY's starting to get a little bit weaker at this time. SPY, 526, 527 could be a great little dip buy and bounce play for us. KTTA, PRFX, still kind of just looking around across the board. Want to put ourselves in the best positions we possibly can at this moment here, traders. No forcing, waiting and watching only. Right now, ICCT trying to squeeze a little bit. We do have ICCT trying to squeeze on up here just slightly. ICCT above $5, our target would be that 640 mark. So above that $5 mark, 640 is the target. This one does not have news, but it does have a low float. ICCT only, again, 2 million in float. 2 million float, trying to get a little bit of that buying volume. WHLR trying to get a little bit of a bounce. That one's not doing too much. Waiting to see you guys, giving it a little bit of time. Giving it a little bit of time. Position box right above me, completely empty. No reason to hurt our accounts. Stay patient. We're stock snipers. Remember, guys, there's a lot of jobs you can be in the military. But again, the one job you got to sit there and just wait on is a stock sniper. You get one shot. You get one mission. We got one goal. Our one mission, our one goal is, again, to be able to get our account up above 10,000. Traders, it looks like RSLS may have just came out with an offering or something. You know, look at this, guys. RSLS, that just come out with an offering. It looks like it may have. RSLS. No offering I'm seeing at this time, but it just dropped from 70 cents down to $57 cents. That's a pretty big sell-off. No offering I'm seeing at this moment, but it does look like, again, RSLS is absolutely dumping and turning and dropping. ICCT, staying ready for it, watching to see if this is going to be able to squeeze and spike back above that 640 area. KTTA, no. PRFX, WHLR. Stay ready, guys. Stay ready. We'll see again this buying volume move in. We'll see this hype move on in. If you guys do see any buying volume, go ahead and throw it out there. PRFX right now, PRFX. Not seeing much on PRFX just yet. PRFX probably has to start getting, you know, at least above like 310. Start getting above 310. There's going to be like that pump play of the day. And again, I want to give it a chance here today. Remember, when I trade, I like to trade with high reward and low risk. And if I'm wrong, I like to get out right away. That's the way I like to trade. High reward, low risk. And if I'm wrong, I like to be able to go ahead and be a smart trader. Make sure that we're all set. PRFX still getting weaker here. Still no entry over on AREB. Still no entry over on AREB. We don't need that. XXII was a top gainer yesterday that gave back all of its gains. Traders, I'm still watching. I'm being honest with you. I'm still watching for a possible AREB breakout of that 650 mark to see if that gets any hype. KTTA, though, starting to slowly work itself on up. KTTA trying to work itself on up here a little bit. Right now, no big spiker, no big buying volume just yet. Is the SPY at our price target as well? Nope. Our price target to enter over on the S&P 500 is in 527. 527.50 or lower is our entry over there. So the SPY, 527.50 or lower is our entry for that one. Just a little heads up for you guys. If we do start climbing back on up, the 13 EMA is going to be right around 538. Remember, we just came off of one of the best days we've ever had in the stock market. And once again, congratulations for everyone who got in on Monday with me, or even if you got in on Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday, congratulations for everyone who got in. STTS, very small stock, only 3 stocks, or 3 cents. Right now, traders, it's still a little bit of the waiting game. Still a little bit of the waiting game. Still watching over on AREB for that 650 break. See if we're going to be able to smash that 650 mark and start getting that, a little bit more hype and momentum. ICCT is trying to hold above $5. This is probably the best spiker as of now. This is one of the best movers. And we are looking to see where is this buying volume going to be going next. Where's the hype? Where's the momentum? Where's the action? SPY right now. SPY, guys, starting to get a little fade. Remember, if SPY goes down towards around 527.50 or lower, that's where I like entries. 527. Guys, did AREB just spike? Guys, AREB just spiked on up. AREB just ripped. Traders, take a look right now. AREB just spiked on up. That wasn't even me or anything. I'm not even on this play. But AREB just got halted to the upside. AREB just got halted to the upside. That's the play that I was expecting to go on a very big spike today. And now it's halted. So traders, this has been the play that I expected to go on the biggest spike, the biggest rip, the biggest run today. I've even, again, have been tweeting this since, again, earlier this morning. And it's just because it has such a great chart pattern. If anyone jumped in on AREB right there and you guys got in a better entry than I did, congratulations. But again, this is what I've been talking about the entire time. AREB, watch for a bounce play. It just comes on down to top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. And now it has broken that top resistance line. And now it's trying to squeeze to the upside. So again, watch that bounce play over on AREB. I was not expecting it to go that fast. I talked about this at 7:40 in the morning. 7:40 in the morning is when I brought that on up. Now again, it did just get that explosive move. That kind of came out quick though, didn't it? That thing came out quick. That thing came out fast. That thing again just opened on up and absolutely exploded. Now the big question is that stock going to be able to keep on going? Is that stock going to be able to hold up its gains? Is that stock going to be able to squeeze, spike, rip and run? Right, that's the big question here. Can we again squeeze and spike? Can the stock, rip and run? Can we start getting a little bit more hype? So you can switch on over if you want to on your end to a 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame over on AREB. This is what it's looking at to see if this one's going to be able to spike up towards like $8 plus. Okay? So the goal over on AREB would be able to spike up towards $8 plus. I will say we will have some strong resistance up above $8. Okay? There will be some strong resistance up above $8. There will be some strong resistance over on this play. You definitely want to make sure that you guys are fully aware of that. Right now, where's the stock? It was at 670 over on AREB. Can the stock be able to open on up, get a little bit of a squeeze, and keep on going here? All right, so again, what would I be looking for? This is, again, AREB. I'm going to most likely be giving this one a chance, guys. I am. AREB, I'm going to probably look to be able to enter like 700 shares over on AREB. Give the stock a chance to be able to rip and run. Now, AREB traders, this is a play. Remember that it just comes on down to can buying volume return into a previous top gainer, right? That's all it is. So when we take a look at this play, we have already gotten exactly what we thought we were. Break of the downtrend, buying volumes moving on in. Now the big question is, can buying volume continue to push this play on up? The ultimate goal would be like spike back up towards $10. Is there a chance though? Let's just be honest with each other. Is there a chance that this opens on up, turns and dumps, and it just turns into a loser? Absolutely, that could happen. But breaking this downtrend, the stock has gone from $5 to $22, back on down towards the price of $5. People are just going to say, if we went from $5 to $22, we spiked about 17 bucks on this play and we fell back on down, we could possibly not go 17 bucks again, but we could probably go $5 again, $10 again, something like that. So again, AREB, that's why I've liked this play since the beginning. Now this stock just kind of randomly shot up. That was a huge order right there. If I can get filled on this play, I will get filled on this play. Now that's not saying it's a guarantee win in any sort of way. We always have to be smart. We always have to use our head. We always have to say, all right, hey, if the stock is fading and falling, but it's the best chart pattern I see with a low float of a previous top gainer. Nothing else I see right now is spiking. KTTA, WHLR, PRFX, all these are dropping, right? KTTA, guys, it's kind of fading slightly. WHLR fading back on down. PRFX right here fading back on down. I'd rather, again, give this stock a chance. If it doesn't work out, keep your losses tight. Don't go in too big and just wait for a better opportunity. But this one got halted at 9:37 and 38 seconds. That means we're going to be getting unhalted at 9:42 and 38 seconds, which is going to be 50 cents away from now. So, ultimate target, $10. What do we want to do? We want to get filled on this play. Filled when the stock opens on up, spike on up towards around $8, probably take some profits there. Should be able to still make us, a nice $600 profit. So we're going to see, can we be able to push the small account up and over $10,000 today, guys? On again, my favorite chart pattern, my favorite chart setup. So again, my position box is right here. I am not in on this play, guys. I am not in on this play, just a little heads on up. My position box is right there, but I am going to look to get filled when this one opens on up, okay? So we are about at this time, AREB, about 10 seconds out, just around 10 seconds out over on the stock. And let's see if this one opens on up. We can get filled and go on a spike to $8 plus. That would be the ultimate goal here. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. AREB is... I think we're going to a 10-minute hold. We might be going to a 10-minute hold here, traders. AREB got halted at the time of 9:37, 38 seconds. All right, we got halted at 9:37 and 38 seconds. We want to see if AREB is going to open on up, but right now having a 10-minute hold. So let's talk about entries here, guys. Let's talk about entries and the best way to be able to enter. Now, the entries over on AREB, we know that this stock just spiked 20%. 20% is not really that big, okay? So if there is anyone that says, hey, Dek, I want to buy this right when this opens on up. Dek, I'm going to buy it right when it opens on up. That is going to be the most amount of risk. But you are guaranteeing yourself, guaranteeing yourself that you are going to be filled. So the thing is, you are going to have the most amount of risk when you get involved in AREB right when it opens on up. But you're guaranteeing that you're going to get filled. You can look to go lower at around the price of $6.50. $6.50 right here, traders, may not get filled. But if you come back on down to $6.50, you have a lot of support at $6.30 or $6.40 or something like that. Now, I will say, if it goes, well, Dek, I want to do something lower. If it goes all the way back underneath the VWAP of like 630, 625, if it goes back underneath these areas, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to spike back on up. Like if it goes all the way back down to these areas, I kind of just think it's over with. I kind of just think it's done with. So to me, it comes on down to, if you want to guarantee an entry over on AREB, you pull the trigger right away, right? If again, you want to kind of go for more of a dip buy, Dek, if I don't get filled, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm going to have a little bit more reward, but I might not get filled. That's $6.50. And you're saying, hey, Dek, I'm just going to try to buy at the absolute bottom. That would be $6.25. Fall back down to $6.25, get the dip buy, get that bounce, and then move itself back on up, right? I think the best chance is obviously getting in at the very top here. While again, I usually never suggest buying at the top. This stock here, it's only up 20%. I don't see anything else spiking at this time. If there's going to be a rip and run, we probably want to guarantee ourselves getting in. And if the stock does dump and fall, just be ready to cut out. You're not going to lose a lot if you're smart about it. If you're smart about it, you're not going to lose a lot. All right? You might go from $6 or $7 back on down towards $6.50. If you have 500 shares, you might lose 200 bucks. You know what I mean? So it kind of comes on down to that. you know, you have to, again, just understand where we're at. You have to understand, again, the position. You have to understand the trade. You have to understand, of course, what we're seeing. So we do have right now KTTA. That's starting to get a little bit of the mob. KTTA, this play. Stock has gone from, again, $1.66, spiked on up towards $2. Starting to feed, though, a little bit. Let's see what we're going to have here. AREB got halted at the time of 9:37 and 38 seconds. That means it's going to be unhalted at the time of 9:47 and 38 seconds. All right, team. Here we go. We should be opening on up an AREB in 18 seconds. AREB, 18 seconds, going to be opening on up here, traders. Let's see what this play does, and let's see where we're at. Guys, we are coming up towards a 10-minute hold to an AREB that is going to be ending here in 5 seconds. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. AREB, I am not filled. I did not get filled on AREB. AREB. It says there was a lower shadow down to $7. I never got filled on AREB. I tried to get in right when it opened on up. I put an order in at $7. Guys, look at this. AREB. I had orders at $7, $7, $7. I would like to fight that, sir. There was never a lower shadow at $6.80. There was never a lower shadow at $6.95. There was never of these orders. I don't know why they're showing a lower shadow right there. Those orders did not actually happen. So AREB at this time still spiking. Now, unfortunately, it is getting a little bit higher on up, right? Unfortunately, it is getting a little higher on up right now. AREB, I did not get filled on that play. This is the one that I've been talking about, that I've liked the entire time. But we got to, again, continue to see what we can do here. Weeble says, again, lowest was $7.25. That's what I think it came on down to like a $7.25. It never came back down to $7. Did anyone get filled over on AREB? Anyone get filled over on AREB at this time? If you guys did get filled over on AREB, congratulations over to you guys. That is absolutely awesome. Absolutely great. Man, that one's a little frustrating. That's a little frustrating because we have the perfect play. We have the perfect idea. We have the perfect setup. We have the perfect mark. We have everything that we want right there over on this stock. So that's what we really wanted to see at this moment. To see if, again, that stock was going to be able to get that breakout, was going to be able to get that climb and get that spike. Tommy, Deck, you called AREB this morning. Is there a reason you didn't load up on the spike? Well, the thing is, Tommy, and again, that's a great question. Saying, Deck, why didn't you load up on the spike this morning? I was waiting for it to break this downtrend, as in my price target was going to be, Deck, enter at the break of 650. That's what I wanted. But it kind of seemed like, I don't know if it was insiders or institutions or whatnot, but if you actually go back to a 1 minute time frame, the stock went from $6 and I said, okay guys, break of 650 is where I'm gonna buy it. The stock went from $6 and then exploded right to 667 and got halted in 10 seconds. Unless you were literally just sitting there watching, the orders literally went from $6, $6.30, $6.50 and halted. It literally got halted within seconds. It got halted within a few seconds over on that play. So AREB, that play, still trying to get that, nice move and nice climb here. We're going to stay alert. We're going to keep on watching. We're going to again be looking to see where that buying volume is going to be taking us though. So AREB, Deck, are you going to jump in right now? I don't really want to. It's like AREB, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on this play. I want to see if this stock is going to be able to get any sort of nice, opportunity behind us. See if this stock is going to be able to squeeze whatsoever, and then of course go from there. AREB stock right now still going. Deck, how much room does it have to run? I would say, hey, if we can get a dip buy, let's take a look on this, guys. Let's go back, right? If we can take a look at a dip buy, AREB, what do we have here? Stock went crazy. Where would again dip buy potential be? Dip buy potential would honestly be back on down towards around like that 770 mark, 760 area. So if we want to, if we're just trying to give it a chance to maybe get filled, we probably want to try to surround that mark. If we can get somewhere like around that area and be able to feel confident about it, like I think that would be like our best chance to actually be able to get filled and be able to make some money. So probably like sub 780, 775, right? Looking to see like how low can we actually go, be able to get filled on that play and be able to make some money. All right, so let's see what AREB does when it opens on up. Guys, AREB is now live. AREB is now live, and it's still going. AREB is still going, traders. This play is still ripping all the way back on up. Deck, stay calm. Deck, stay calm here. This is one of those plays. One of those plays that I am happy with. I'll give myself a little pat on the back. I'm happy with. I'll give myself a little pat on the back. But it just keeps on going at this point. AREB is one of these stocks now that is just going absolutely explosive at this moment because it's breaking that downtrend. I am not filled. I am not filled. I want to be filled. I'm happy I've alerted this play. I'm happy I've recognized the chart setup, right? But at the same time, this is the clear-cut #1 best spiker here. Clear-cut #1 best play. The #1 top gainer on the day right here, AREB. Best play, 69% gain, has already moved up towards $9 here. Man, nothing else I'd want. PRFX getting rejected at $3. KTTA again fading all the way back on down. RSLS getting a little bit weaker. What's the SPY doing right now? SPY never came back on down to our target either. Again, what do we want on the SPY? We want, again, 527 or lower. So it's like we have our opportunities, and now I don't want to be a guy that's chasing AREB at the very top. So again, AREB, unfortunately, I might have to let this one pass me by. I'm not going to chase it after it's gone from $6 to $10. If I had to say, Deck, what's your realistic target? I think this one could get up towards like $11 most likely. So I do think AREB could spike another $1.50, but it's just the fact that we're going to be chasing tops. Chasing tops and hoping for the best. We already spiked 70%. We saw the stock at $6. Went from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to now again, I think going up towards around $10.50. So it still has an opportunity to go, but for me to chase this play after already a $3.50 spike, I'm just going to look stupid. I'm just going to look like an idiot. All right, so if anything, I'll look for a dip buy. If anything, I'll wait for it to get halted on the downside. Maybe it can fall back down to $8 and I can get a dip buy down there. All right, maybe that can happen. Maybe the stock opens on up, it fades and falls, drops back down towards around $8, and I can get filled near a bottom area, and I can go from there. But other than that, though, traders, it does seem like it's a little unlikely for me to get filled over on AREB at this point, just because AREB is getting a little bit weaker here, or is going a little too high. So AREB, not too shabby. This one should be opening on up. Let's go ahead and take a look at it, guys. What's the exact time AREB is going to be opening on up? Let's go here. Here we go. Here's all the holds. AREB got halted at 9:47 and 38 seconds. Is that the last one you got halted at? Not, yeah, 9:47. Actually, here's not 9:52 and 57 seconds. So 9:52 and 57 seconds. Oh, and now here's the new one, 9:53. So we're at 9:53 and 20 seconds. That means we're gonna get unhalted at 9:58. 9:58 and 20 seconds is our next unhalt at this time. So 9:58, 20 seconds. Let's stay ready. Let's stay alert. So we got about a minute and a half here over on that play. And we'll see if we can get a dip buy. We'll see if we get an opportunity. We'll see if, again, we can be able to get any sort of nice spiking, ripping, and running. AREB, let's see if this stock is going to be able to continuously move, continuously spike, continuously pop. We got about 60 seconds left. Guys, I will again put low entries in on AREB. If I can get filled, I'll get filled on a low entry. I'm talking like low $8. Low $8, if I get filled, I get filled. But I can't chase this top at this point. Can't chase this top, can't jump in at these highs, can't again just hope for the best all the way at these top areas. Stock's getting unhalted in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Gonna watch for a nice pullback. See if we can get filled on a dip buy and bounce play and go from there. Still trying to make a few $100s. This would have definitely paid out our $600 plus. This would have paid out another $1,000. We could have crossed again the $10,000 mark right here. Number one top gainer that we called on out. All right, team, you got 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Little heads on up. And we are live. We are live right now. Guys, you can see my position box is not filled. The LULD is 852. If we fall down to 852, we will be getting halted. 852 is the LULD. We might get halted on the upside one more time. We got up to 997 so far. 998 so far. 998 is the high. We just got up to a new high over on AREB. For those that are buying at the highs, be careful. For those that are buying at the very tippity top, again, make sure you guys are being smart about it. I will be looking for a dip buy back on down towards the low $8 if I can get that. The LULD is still the 850 mark. Right now, AREB is the number one top gainer with a 64% gain on the day. 64% gain on the day at this moment. AREB, top stock, top play. Right now, stock is still looking to be able to gear up to break $10. Can this play be able to gear up and break that $10 mark? Remember, halt area is still 852 and halt area on the upside is 1052. So if you start, or 1042. So if you start breaking $10, this thing might rip another 50 cents right out of the get-go. Right now, AREB is trying to hold on up. Deck, where are you going to look to enter? I'll be honest, I'm going to enter all the way back on down towards around $8 if I can get it. If I can get an entry all the way back down to $8, that's where I'm going to be going after. Right now, we are finding a little bit of consolidation at this moment because it's consolidating in the 970s. Break of $10 is where, again, this thing is going to come back to life. Break of $10 is where AREB can spike and climb. Remember, why is this stock moving so well? It fell $20 over the last 5 days. It is just now a play that traders are now moving back into because after getting a $20 drop, traders saying, hey, you know what? This one definitely has potential. So look at this, team. Here it goes on another possible halt. Here it goes on another possible climb, and now we have another new high of the day. Another new high of the day over on AREB. AREB team 1050 so far. Traders, I can't buy it. I'm sorry. I'm happy I alerted it. I'm happy I told everyone about it. I'm happy, again, I was probably the first and probably only person out there to be able to spot this at $6. But at the same time, I also, again, want to be a guy, I want to be a trader that says, hey, you know what, I'm not going to chase the very tippity top, and I'm not going to alert it when it's at the tippity top. I'm glad you're aware of it. I'm glad, again, for those that jumped in at $6, $7, $8, and maybe even early $9. But I just, again, cannot alert this for you guys to be at the very tippity top at this moment. So wait for dips, wait for bounces, or you can even look for shorts. Traders, what's the SPY doing at this time? The SPY starting to fade back on down. Traders, we might get our dip buy on the SPY back on down. Remember, that 525 mark would be our ultimate area. So just so it heads on up, the S&P 500, if this play starts coming back on down towards around that 525 mark, we will hammer on in with, of course, the prop account. Prop account. Deck, why 525? Go back to like a 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame right here is going to show us old spiking highs. Old spiking high right up here. That's going to be one of the main indicators. We can see old spiking high, right? Right back here. That's going to be one of the main areas, main indicators. That's in around that 525-ish area. If the S&P 500 starts coming back on down, I would say probably sub 526.50, start hammering down on some calls, I do think we can get a bounce play. So I think the bounce is going to be anywhere between 524 towards around that 526 area. I think the bounce play is going to happen somewhere within these two blue lines where we have old spiking high, watch for a pullback, candle to candle transition. That's again 524. So I would say 526, maybe again start some positions. 525, add a little bit of positions. 524, start going even more on positions. Those are kind of like the top areas that I would really focus on if I were you. ICCT halted. How's again AREB doing? AREB still holding, guys. AREB still trying to stay alive. AREB is still, again, one of the best plays out there at this time. So AREB, watching and waiting to see if this play is going to be able to stay on up here. Right now, we are just going to stay alert. We are not going to put ourselves in any sort of bad position at all. ICCT, guys. ICCT, there's a big fade. All right, so right now, team, there's really only been one nice spiker. Look at the number 2 top gainer. RSLS gave a whole lot back. PRFX has not yet spiked. KTTA has been fading and falling. WHLR, not too much there. WCT, we'll keep our eyes peeled on it, but we'll see what we get. But right now, again, AREB is still the number 1 top gainer. If you traded AREB, fantastic. If you guys didn't, unfortunately, it's just not going to happen today, most likely. You can go ahead and pull the trigger on AREB and hope for the best, or you're going to look for the S&P 500 at this moment, see if we can reverse and fade and fall. So, team, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns on what we have seen so far today? Any questions, comments, concerns at, again, what we have at this moment? SPY's starting to fade on down here. AREB, deck, where would be little bounces? I would say it's going to bounce a few times off the VWAP. It would definitely bounce a few times off the VWAP. And the S&P 500 is just kind of getting a little bit of a fade at this time. The S&P 500 still just getting a little bit of a fade, still just getting a little bit of a drop, and still just getting a little bit of weakness at this moment. So guys, I'm not really absolutely loving anything right now. I'm not loving anything. If you missed AREB, unfortunately you missed it just like I did. But again, understand why it spiked so you can learn from it so you can be able to find the next one, okay? Other than that, it's kind of a slower morning right here. It's been a little bit of a slower morning. It's been a little bit of a slower, a day here. There's not many opportunities to go ahead and pull the trigger. The S&P 500 did come back on down towards, again, that 527 mark for a moment, getting a little bit of a bounce play. I would still be saying wait until it comes back down towards 525, 526 to go ahead and pull the trigger. And when that can happen, that's where the money will be made, right? So Trump acknowledged he could cause a recession, but just doesn't want a depression. Trump has tariff deals offers on the table from around 15 countries, White House says. Dow dropped 700 points as stocks get back some of the historic turnaround. So again, yesterday we went on an insane spike, now dropping about 700 points. The market could easily fade back on down towards around that 525 area, 526 area, get that bounce and move on up. AREB right now, guys, is still spiking. So unfortunately, as I said, I'm not going to be touching AREB today. I'm not going to be jumping in on this play. It's fun to see how high this play has gone, but remember, my trading strategy is I'm in first, I'm in near the bottom, or I'm not chasing. Right? I'm not chasing at these tops. My small account challenge is too precious to me to randomly buy in now at 90%, hoping it goes up more. Before, at the price of $6, we saw a game plan. We saw when we break 650, we pull the trigger. That's not our game plan anymore. Now we're at 1050. We're buying in and hoping it goes up higher. So don't be the hope and hold trader. If you want to do that, I get it. Go after it, but you just have to understand the risks. If you understand the risk and you say, Dek, I don't care about the risk, I'm pulling the trigger on the number one top gainer on the day, I think it's going to keep on going, then go for it. And I root for you, and I hope it goes up to $100. But at the same time, let's just make sure we're always being smart. Let's make sure we're doing it right, and let's make sure we're using our head. Okay? Awesome job, guys. Awesome work across the board for absolutely everyone. And I hope you guys are fired on up and absolutely jacked on up. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Talon Dek, how long do you plan on holding the Mag 7 plays for? That's a great question. Well, I'll tell you right now. Those plays that I bought in are over on my 401k, which means I cannot touch them until I'm 61 years old. So, how long am I going to be holding them for? For another 31 years. Okay, so I cannot touch them until, again, I'm 60 years old, 60 and a half years old. So how long am I holding? Another 31 years over on those plays. So it's going to be taking some time. All right. Again, I'm just going to continuously add over on all those plays when I got those beautiful dip buys. So AREB, another halt, another spike, another rip, another run. Guys, again, this is always one of those, I will say this, when I was a brand new trader in the market, this is what used to frustrate me the most. When I was a brand new trader in the stock market, this is where I would say, man, right? Man, that's troubling. Man, that's tough. Brand new trader in the stock market right here. And again, I see that I was on the right play, and now it's at 11:30, and I'm saying, oh man, and I would always chase and I would always lose. So while this play might go up to $13, while it might go up to $15, I don't know. I don't. So I just am not going to be the person that's going to alert that to you guys and have you guys end up, only getting caught up in taking bad losses. So again, make your decision over on AREB. The next play that we could get is the S&P 500. Seems like it's getting a little bit weaker, but right now I've just been sitting on my hands, which is absolutely fine. And we'll see what we get, of course, coming on up here in the near future. But, if I don't get anything, I'm okay with walking away. I'm okay with, again, starting fresh. I mean, we've been going after it every single day, waking up at 7 a.m. in the morning, making sure we're looking at trading pre-market, getting all our ideas out, making sure every single trader is all set, ready to rock and roll. So, let's make sure we're all good. Curb, Dek, how did you find AREB this morning? To be frank with you, it's been on Fox Runner every single day. So, again, AREB, Thursday morning watch list. AREB was right here. We also had, again, yesterday over on Wednesday. We had, excuse me, let me go back a day. Over on Wednesday, they also had AREB. If I scroll on down, we can probably find it here. So again, watch for continuation. And then we had we have AREB right here. So again, this was a play news on Friday. And they also had this play over on Tuesday as well, where they talked about AREB. So they talked about AREB like every single day this week. So if we scroll on down, again, they're bringing up AREB. So just, again, it's just been a play that I've kind of just been aware of. Just been aware of over the last few days. So let's see when this one opens on up, where this play could be heading towards next. When this one opens on up, what's that next move? When this play opens on up, where's that next opportunity? SPY. I want to see the SPY drop on down. We'll see where AREB opens on up here, team. Kind of looking for that next move. Also, please remember for everyone, notice Spring Black Friday sale starts on Money Monday. This upcoming Monday, Spring Black Friday, everything is 50% off. So again, 50% off, 50% off. That's again $1,700 off, $800 off, $400 off. If you want to join the #1 trading community in the world, if you guys want to be watching me live stream every single day, if you guys want to be part and watching the video library lessons, everything we have here, it's all 50% off. So it is as cheap as possible over here. Guys, little heads on up. The S&P 500 still starting to drop on down here a little bit more. We do want to see if the S&P 500 is going to fade, is going to get weaker, and is going to get, fading on down. Right now, S&P 500. Come on, I want to see this little crack. Crack on down towards 525. We can get a good entry and try to bounce our way back on up. So let's see if we can drop on down towards like 525, even again like a 524. We'll load up on the prop firm and try to be able to make some good money over on that play. So that would be again the next possible good entry here. Traders, let's get ourselves fired on up. I feel like I have low energy right now. Come on, let's get ourselves going. I'm gonna crank up some music right here. We're gonna get a drink of water and we're gonna get after it. All right, traders, here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to make some money. S&P 500, we just came on down to 526.34. That could be the potential bottom. 526.34 could be that potential bottom. Also, AREB is just not stopping. Guys, I don't even want to look at AREB. It's now up $6 from where I wanted to jump in on in. I want to take my computer and smash it. You know why? Because I was going to jump in. I was going to jump in with about 600 to 700 shares at the price of $650. $750, that's about $600. $850, that's again $1,200. $950, that's $1,800. $1050, that's $2,400. $1150, we're going up to $3,000. I mean, guys, I could have been able to make, if I kept on holding, $3,000 over on the small account challenge today. We could have turned the small account challenge from $9,000 up to nearly $12,000 today. I don't even want to look at AREB. There we go, AREB. Look at AREB. Like, I'm sorry if anyone's in on this play, but I kind of want it to die at this point. I kind of want AREB to die at this point because I'm being petty. Okay? I am. I'm being a little petty, and I kind of want AREB just to die on off at this point. So, traders, let's see what we have. Right now, the stock's still getting a little bit weaker. S&P 500, looking to see if that thing is going to fade and start dropping it back on down. Blade, all of us who aren't in are just mad at it and just want it to fall now. You know, I gotcha. It's annoying when a stock, again, spikes on up and you miss it. So the S&P 500 here, traders, watching to see what we can get, seeing if this momentum is going to take us on any sort of move. All right here, traders. All right here, traders. Let's see what we can do here on this play. Anyone got any master bets in? I gotta get my one master's bet at this moment. I put in, are you guys ready for this? I put in $200 for a bet. I know, again, I'm a big bettor. $200 to win $5,800. I'll see you guys on the other side. I'll see you guys Monday morning holding the cash. So my best payout ever was a master's bet. All you got to do, the perfect formula, is you pick one top 20 guy, you pick one top 30 guy, and you pick two top 40 guys. And then you parlay them and you wrap them up in a piece of bacon and you stick them all in the oven. All right, that's what you do. And then again, your odds are like really high. It's the best way to do it. S&P 500 trying to move itself on up. AREB at this moment still trying to stay alive here just slightly. Nice work, 710 Colombiano. 710 Colombiano! Good work, making some money on this day. Adam Scott. I do have Adam Scott in my bet. I have Adam Scott as a top 40. Adam Scott, he's one of my favorite golfers. Nice guy. Just golfs every day. Just absolutely crushing it. His swing is amazing. Rich, handsome, tall, Australian. It's like, Dek, what website are we on right now, huh? AREB starting to get weaker here, traders. Dek, how low can AREB go on down to? I will say AREB will probably get a dip buy or bounce play, probably closer to that 930 mark. 930 area. I would not look for AREB to get a bounce play just yet off the VWAP. I think it's going to crack its VWAP. I really think. I think it's going to actually fade and fall and actually go lower than you expect. I want to look for the S&P 500 dip buy if we could get that 525 mark, but it doesn't seem like that's happening right now either. Thursday. Getting ready to have some fun here, traders. Guys, I will say this. I will say this every single day. Every single day I'm excited to be here. That is a fact. Every single day I get to, again, blast some music, have some fun, be able to sit in this room and just talk to myself for like 5 hours every day. It's pretty amazing. Guys, I have an absolute ball being here with you. And the people that show up every day and support me, and the people that are making money with me, and the traders that are part of Tradecaster with me, it is just an absolute blessing. And I just want to say thank you so much for all support, because you guys could be doing anything in the world right now. You guys could be doing Pilates. You guys could be learning a new foreign language. You guys could be doing construction at this time. You guys could be at a tailgate at this moment. You guys could be hanging out with your wife or your husband, right? Anything. But you guys are being here right now, saying, wifey, husband, I'm with my other man at this time. I'm with my true love at this time. I'm with Sean Dekmar. So why don't you get out? Why don't you lock the door? Why don't you hop in the car and you start driving away and don't come back until Sean Dekmar's off the mic? How about you say that right now? Okay, guys, don't say that part. That part, we might start causing some breakups. But I love the support.
Wanna do us, screw us, who us? Yeah, Papa and Papa. Close like Starsky and Hutch, stick clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3, bang every MC easily. Recently, niggas frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace, keep my peace. Do it with the Jesus peace.
AREB's halted. AREB's halted at this time. Seeing if this play is going to be able to continue to fade and fall. AK-47 says, Dek, I have my portable trading, so I never miss you. That's a very interesting setup you have. Hey, do you know what word comes to my mind when I take a look at this? One word comes to my mind when I look at this trading setup. Dedication. Dedication. No matter where you are, you're tuned into the live stream here on Tradecaster. No matter where you are, you're watching. Now, it's interesting. Dedicated. I will say you're dedicated. Okay? You are purely dedicated. AREB right now, traders, going to be opening on up. Most likely going to be a 10-minute hold, though. Probably going to be a 10-minute hold over on AREB. So AREB still watching this one here. Come on, guys. Let's see if we get something a little bit more weakness. If we don't get anything here soon, I'm going to wrap it up. So I want to see something hot. I want to see something crazy. I want to see something fun. I want to get loose. I want to get naked. Guys, I want to see the S&P 500 fade and fall down towards that 526 mark. So the S&P 500, can we get a crack? Can we get a fade? Then we get a nice little dip buy and bounce play back on up. We make a little bit of money that way, and we just keep doing what we do best. That's all I want. Let's just keep doing what we do best. JNVR moving itself back on up. Ooh, JNVR. Guys, JNVR trying to get a little bit of action. JNVR trying to get a little bit of hype, trying to get a little bit of momentum. And JNVR can start grinding its way back on up. This is one of those like mid-candle breakout patterns. Again, another one of those plays right here, team, that has just been alerted day after day over on Fox Runner, JNVR, constantly being alerted. You know, so if you guys have been watching, you know, JNVR has been one of those plays that every single day, they're just like, hey, watch out, JNVR. JNVR, new micro strategy for Solana. This is one of those plays that could easily go crazy once again. So JNVR, ooh, JNVR, tough turn right there. I was just about, just talking about that play. Tough turn at that moment. AREB, though, still halted at this time. We still want to watch AREB. And then we also do want to keep our eyes peeled on the S&P 500, still slightly moving. Guys, AREB is now live. Little bit of a dip buy, little bit of a bounce at this moment. All right, traders. I don't like when it's like this, but guys, AREB, unfortunately, we missed. Or I missed. I'm not going to speak for you. You might have nailed it. The S&P 500, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on it, but it's just more consolidating today more than anything. And I just don't see anything that I feel super confident about. I don't see anything that I feel great about, and I feel like the more I stare at the numbers, the more I stare at the scanners, the more likely I'm going to just want to jump in out of boredom. I feel like that's the wrongest thing for me to do. To, again, just jump in on a play because I haven't traded. Jumping on a play out of boredom. Jumping on a play and just hope for the best. What I can take positives out of today is, again, we nailed the #1 biggest spiker of the day. We were ready for it. Unfortunately, I just didn't get in. On top of that, the S&P 500, we already got our entries over on, again, Monday. Monday, we got filled on April 7th, which was absolutely great. Yeah, guys, I do want to show you this. This is actually really funny. So there was, I didn't even realize. I completely forgot about this. But I actually predicted that the stock market was going to fall back on February 10th. And the only reason I remember this is because this man retweeted a tweet and said this morning, he goes, this guy predicted the market on the crash on February 10th, should repost. So team, if you guys did not see this, check this on out. So this was right after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. For anyone who does not know, there is a curse. When Philadelphia teams win sports events, the stock market always falls. So again, is it the tariffs that have led to, again, falling? No. Is it Trump that has led to the market falling? No. Take a look right here. It's Saquon Barkley. It's his fault. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl could be the worst thing possible for the stock market. You might say, what'd you just say? And yes, I will repeat. The Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl could crash the stock market. And you might say, Dek, how are those two correlated in any sort of way? Well, check this on out. Every single time a Philadelphia sports team has won a championship, the stock market has had one of its worst years to date. Take a look at the stats. In 1910, we saw the Philadelphia Athletics win the World Series. There was a 25% bear market. In 1911, the panic of 1910 and 11, all 12 months, we were in a recession. In 1930, another recession, eve of World War I. In 1929, the crash of 1929. In 1930, the Great Depression. These were all years that the Philadelphia Athletics won the World Series. Then we also saw the Phillies win the World Series in 1980. Double dip recession of the 1980s. And in 2008, the Phillies won the World Series, which was the great financial crisis, the great recession as we know of 2008. Then the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2018, and it was the worst year for stocks since 2008, the Great Recession. And now the Eagles have just won the Super Bowl in 2025, and to be honest with you guys, I am shitting bricks. Traders. What do you guys realize? It is really the Eagles' fault. Okay, I thought that was a fun little tweet that I put on February 10th, and some people were like, "Oh, this is a stupid post. This is never gonna happen." It's funny that it is. I blame Saquon Barkley. So that's pretty funny that happened. Or I could thank the Eagles because I got the best dip buy you could possibly have. Or I could say, thank you, Eagles. Thank you, Eagles, for getting filled at the dip buy. Thank you, Eagles, for getting filled at the absolute bottom. Hey, thank you, Eagles, for crashing it. Thank you, Saquon. So we could have done that as well. So we did get that absolutely perfect dip buy yesterday. Yesterday was the biggest day of my 2024. Over again $12,000 I was able to make on my retirement account. And then now again, guys, I'm not selling that ever. I'm holding that for the next 30 years. Little heads on up. So we got a long way to go. But other than that though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be wrapping it on up for myself. As always, I just want to say thank you so much for all of you absolutely amazing traders. You guys are here every day showing support. We go live every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern time. We got the Black Friday sale coming on up. We got again tomorrow. We're live once again. Let's finish off this week with a bang. All it takes is one trade. Remember, guys, we are Stock Sniper. It's load it on up. Get it through the scope. Let's get the yardages right. Couple clicks to the left, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Our, again, chart pattern is undeniable. We are, again, chart recognition is going to be absolutely incredible. We are going to be impeccable, undesirable, ready to rock and roll. Get your imagination going, baby. Because, again, another awesome day in the books, a little bit slower. All we had was AREB, but it's awesome that we were able to find that play, look at it, be able to see a couple people nail it on that stock, and congratulations to everyone who did. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say one more time, thank you so much for everyone who has joined us on this day. A little bit slower here today, but at the same point, absolutely awesome to be able to see the action that we have. Get ready for tomorrow and get ready for Black Friday in spring starting next Monday. So let's have some fun. Let's get ready to do it. You guys know the drill here in 3, 2, 1. Woo! I love ya. Thank you guys. A little bit slower here today. But again, congratulations to everyone who nailed AREB. You guys deserve it. Enjoy it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's do
She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a zen, 13 hours till I land. Have it out like a light, like a light, like a light. Slept through the flight. She's in love with who I am.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hit man in a top try, see a man topless, even a stick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap's still running on Christmas Day. Somebody told Doja Cat that I'm trying to indulge in that. In my great tracksuit, see the bulge in that, see the motion clap when you're throwing it back. These females planning on doing me wrong, so I'm grabbing a dome at the Trojan pack. Post the location after we're gone, can't slip and let them know where we're at.
Come on, baby, just pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Turn up the radio. Oh, shit. doors. Girls, rock your boys. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night.
Come on, feel the noise.
I got a feeling.
Girls, rock your boys.
I got a feeling.
Wild, wild.
My go-to order at the bodega was ham and cheese on a roll.
I'm sorry, don't leave me. I want you here with me. I know that your love is gone.
Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I've rested. You were right there all
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log.
You and I start dancing, intertwining.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog.
Cause if you want to keep me, you gotta get to love me harder. And if you really need me, you gotta get to love me harder.
Maybe heaven right now is a devil or angel away. That won't change. Together we vow that our colors will sparkle to fade.
We built this city. We built this city on love. We built this city. We built this city on love.
And I will find you. I will lose my mind. Lose my mind. Yeah. They not like us. 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 Wow, 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 wow. Daddy, fuck 'em up. Wow, 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 wow. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Tryna strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. And baby, all I need for you to know is I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. Kissing and hope they cut us, whether they like or not. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you out. I wanna brag about it. I wanna tie the knot. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I wanna show you off. I wanna show you off. I wanna show you. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I wanna show you off. I wanna show you off. I wanna show you.
Empty cans and I'll be damned, your shit was never packed. Did your boobs stop working? Did your truck break down? Did you burn through money? Did your ex lie?
Love was changing the minds, pretender, while chasing the